Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for joining me for today's live stream. And thank you for being here. Woo! How is it going in your area? How is the weather treating you in your location? Spice it up with Onwa Dia. Omalicha, thank you for being here. And if you're watching me from the background, please say hi in the comment section. And for all of you from Facebook, thank you guys for being amazing. Thank you for your continuous support. Thank you for the shares, the likes, and your comment as well. And for all my friends from YouTube here, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe after this live stream. Share this live stream as well to others so that others can come in. And if you're a YouTuber, help me share to your wall so that others can see the notification and get it here for discussion. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about the latest revelation from Alex's sister. Yeah, I guess most people, I did a video, a live stream last week. Yeah, before Christmas, before New Year, on Saturday last week, where I talked about Fancy and Alex story. And for those of you that are not aware who I'm talking about today, I'm talking about Nigerian Nollywood celebrity and also a Nigerian American model that lives in the US. She is Fancy Acholono, and the Nigerian Nollywood celebrity is Alex Ekubo. Alex and Fancy got engaged last year, and same last year by August, Fancy called off the engagement for reasons best known to her. And that didn't go well with Alex Okubo, whereby Alex got her, or rather convinced her to come back to Nigeria, spend some time with him, and then do a public apology, to redeem his image, because there are so many stories surrounding Alex Okubo. One of which, or rather the main story, the fact about his sexual orientation. People do not know which angle he swings. And that rumor has been in the news for many years, but nothing was confirmed. But when they did all the reconciliation move to make a public apology, to apologize, and then get back together, Fancy flew in from Florida all the way to Nigeria for that agreement, because I would say it was an agreement between the two of them. She spent some time with Alex in his home in Lagos, and they both went back and forth with public apology statement. Alex made some correction, Nancy did some correction. They agreed on what to bring to the public, and they posted it. So shortly after they posted it, the whole, Nigerian internet space was buzzing with the fact, okay, what is going on here? And then the next thing we heard was Alex blocking or not blocking Fancy, and up to date, according to information, they are not on talking terms. So that brought a lot of things into the open. And Fancy did not stop there. She's now made a statement. She has granted an interview. We are yet to hear from Alex, but sometimes they say silence is golden. So we'll be discussing all of that today. I want to use the opportunity to welcome all of you. Joyce, thank you for being here. Thunder Scorpion, thank you for being here. So, dude, Thunder Scorpion, allegedly. Welcome all of you. Thank you for joining me today. Your comment, your conversation in the comment section is highly appreciated. I'll be reading all of them, and as well, I'll be dropping my link for you to jump into the discussion to tender your own opinion, because here we want to make it a conversational. So I just gave a little backstory of what led to today's live stream. And just yesterday, when a YouTuber by Obodoyibo TV was having her live stream, Alex Okubo's sister, by name Ifoma Okubo, called in defense of the brother. I keep saying it, and I will continue to say it. Sometimes you don't have to speak. Yeah, because you end up causing more damage than good when you speak. especially when you don't have the right words to say. Alex is a big Nigerian Nollywood celebrity. Unless you have a lawyer, that he works with. Why did the sister make that call? Why? Why can't people just control their emotions a little bit? You are not in the best place to speak for Alice. And I said in my title that her calling into that program did more damage to Alex's reputation than what she was trying to protect. She called in to make Fancy look like the ungrateful one, the evil one, and she ended up shooting herself on the leg. Why did I do that? All right. He has sugar in his tank. Thunder Scorpion, I can see you got so ready for me today. Thank you for being here. And if you have a YouTube, or for anybody watching me from YouTube, if you have a YouTube community page, don't forget to share this video, okay, this live stream, so that others can come in and also lend their voices, because I want this to be conversational. All right. So when Alexis' sister Ifoma called in yesterday, she was more of that. Her defense were, I'm still saying this. If you have anything, any public issue, especially social media issue, and you're still raging on emotions, pack yourself right back inside the house. Don't let that emotion hurt you. Don't let that emotion ruin what you're trying to protect. She called in, thinking she was trying to protect her sister, her brother. She ended up doing more damage to the whole story, saying that Alex is not gay. People should stop talking like that. People should stop damaging him. People should stop doing this. That Fancy is not a good person. That she spoke with Fancy. She spoke with Alex. That gay does not run in their family. that was the height of it for me. The last time I checked, I don't know if gay has been classified as a hereditary issue. Okay. The last time I checked, I don't think I've read anything like that it runs in the family. It's a lifestyle. People embrace that lifestyle and they run with it and they are comfortable with it. If your brother is not gay, okay, why come out open to defend him? He has a voice. He can speak through his attorney when he's not interested in talking. And by the way, his private life, his sexuality, we are not interested in that. A lady's heart has been broken. Breakfast has been served both ways. She served the first breakfast. The guy served the second breakfast. Okay? So they should call it even and move on. Yeah, they should call it even and move on. But no, they won't call it even. And I'm going to say it here and say it categorically. When you think you're smart, you're planning, you're cunning out to, outsmart a friend, because that was what Alex did. But this time, it backfired so badly. If Alex had taken the breakfast that was served to him August last year, it's over a year that breakfast was served. Yeah, was it? Yeah, August last year, not over a year. No, it was over a year. It was 2001 that the breakfast was served. August 2001. And then you harbored that thing. It bothered you. You carried it over to December 2022. It was August 2021. I'm missing the numbers. Let me get the dates right. Fancy made a public post August 2021, right? And then 2022 December, they both came and then pretended it was just Fancy that was making a public apology to Alice. What a deceit. Why the deceit? What are you trying to prove in the first place, Alex? Why is the public persona more interested than you just building your brand and moving on? Why was it that breakfast did not go down with you? You held it for over a year, thinking of when best to get this girl, when best to take your revenge. The Bible said the revenge is of the Lord and not for us human. And Alex was trying to take revenge on Fancy But this same revenge backfired so badly right now because everything is now in the open. You just have to add one or two together to know what is going on. Okay, what did Nancy reveal in her latest interview? Yeah, for the past 5 years, I've been dating Alex. Alex never got down with me in the other room. What does that signify? Oh, he's not into women. Oh, he's not into this. Oh, he's gay. I believe if Alex had thought it through, first of all, he wouldn't have invited Fancy back to Nigeria, hosted her for 1 week. Secondly, he wouldn't have come up with that public apology. Honestly, if he had thought it through. Sometimes don't let your emotion get over you. But this one, Alex's one, I wouldn't call it just straight emotion because he was going for a vendetta. And what he got, sincerely speaking, I guess in his deepest mind, wasn't what he bargained. He never believed that Nancy could come out to the public and say, yes, I want to say my truth and live my truth going forward. I've learned my lessons. And then start granting interview for the past 5 years we've been together. We have never gotten it down in the other room. I believe Alex never expected Nancy to open up to that extent. Thank you, Joe, for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here all the way from Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spice said the breakfast causes constipation. This is more than constipation, or if you really ask me, it's more than constipation. Please, if you come into this live stream, kindly give me a thumbs up and feel free to join the conversation because I want us to discuss about this. I'll be dropping my link soon for anybody that wants to jump in. Feel free to jump in as well. All right, so I was saying that Alex never fathomed it was going to backfire. He never thought about it because if he had thought about it in that way, okay, what if at the end of the day somebody somewhere and something leaked and people found out that I also took part in that apology? How would my reputation look? What would people perceive of me? Or what if by the time I tell this girl I'm no longer interested, she might go on granting interview? That what if was what Alex never thought about. He never processed that. He did not know it could ever get the way it did, but that's what we have now. So, and then back to the sister. The sister called in to a live stream yesterday saying that when Alex and the fiance Fancy, when they broke up by January, that was in August, by January, they made up again. They started talking. Alex told the sister that, yeah, we've made up. We are now good. We are now back to square one. The sister said she now asked him, how will I believe you guys made up? He said, yeah, we made up. We even, got down intimately after making up. What is going on wrong with Alex? So if I have my brother, for example, I don't know if he's Alex's elder sister or younger sister, because those are not the first thing you tell your siblings. Yeah, you got down with your girl in the other room after making up. Those are not something you share with your sibling. You might tell your friend that, but coming to tell your sister, who is also a female, not even the same sex, that yeah, after we made up, we got down, is suspicious. Okay, why was Alex so forwarding that information to the sister after we made up, we got down, in the other room? Why was that out there? Your sister did not ask you whether you got. Your sister asked, yeah, about you guys, working things out. Yes, we worked out our relationship. I've apologized to Nancy. We are going to move forward, or we are not moving forward. The issue of getting down, telling your sister, yeah, after we made up, we got down, is suspicious. That statement, if you really ask me, there are more to that statement than just we got down. What is Alex trying to portray to his family? Is he making extra effort to tell his siblings that I'm straight? Is that what the case is? And for the sister coming to tell us that it doesn't run in the family. The last time I researched about sexual orientation, gay and bi and what have you, I don't think it's genetics. I've not seen where they say because of history or family history, the great grandfather from the time of Abraham, during the days of Lot, and all of that, it passed down to that generation that they have it in their lineage. I've not seen that research. So for that woman to come out on that live stream to defend just that particular aspect of the conversation is suspicious. I'm going to drop down my link right now so that if you have something to say, you can jump in to, to let us know what your opinion is. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Joseph said, to me, it seems the guy didn't make up anything. Joe, the guy made up because he was planning to do what? To serve the girl public breakfast, which he did this December. Sincerely. Okay, spice it up. I've dropped my link. Is right there. You can jump onto the link and come in. Or is he trying to prove to Fancy that he's capable of doing intimacy? Joe, don't you think there's already a medicine after death? After 5 years, if I thought they did anything, the girl wouldn't have said after 5 years of dating him, nothing happened. The girl wouldn't have been that straightforward with that statement. No. All right, I have Spice It Up with Onwadia here. Thank you so much for jumping in, Spicy. You're most welcome to today's live stream.
Hello, host. Greetings, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if it's my network.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, greetings to you, Thunder, Scorpion, and everyone watching here. Host, I've been laughing at the background here when you asked that the last time you checked on genetic, on sexual
research.
How do I even research that being gay doesn't run it? It's not genetic. Who told you that it's not genetic? They inherited it.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for jumping in too, Joe. Thank you.
He inherited it. So you see, I think this is like a
Is it from Lot in the Bible that he inherited it?
Yes, you should have known. You should have known that they inherited it from Sodom and Gomorrah. Maybe one of their ancestors was from Sodom and Gomorrah. You're here talking. See, first, when I listened to that her interview, I don't know, there's a noise at the background. Is it from Joseph? Can you help us mute?
Can you
Good evening, ma.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. Can you mute your microphone for a minute? Okay, I think it's better now.
Okay, good. When I listened to that stream,
I
couldn't help but feel sorry for what is going on right now. I know that Alex didn't bargain for this, or neither did he expect things to turn out this way. But the sister did more damage to the whole thing. It's obvious there is more to what they are hiding. It's obvious the sister may know about this and she's trying all her best to defend it. Because you don't just come out and say your brother told you that he made love with his fiancée. Where on earth is this done? You can discuss this. These are the kind of friends Oyoyo and I can have. These are the kind of discussions we can have. It's not between I and my senior brother or my younger brother. My siblings. I can't find I can't seem to understand the rationale behind coming out to say that your brother told you. Even if he told you, you should shh. Because you coming out to say it means that you are trying your best to defend that particular thing, because that's the only anger she has. It doesn't run in the family. He is not. How did you know? Do you hold the torchlight for them when they're in the bedroom? Have you been holding torchlight for them? How did you know that they have not been doing it in the bedroom? Who told you? This is a discussion between two adults, a couple, not between siblings.
Thank
The
you.
fact that Alex even told her in the first place means that Alex knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to paint the image of being straight to his family members.
Yes.
That means he's trying seriously to paint that image, to give them that picture that he is straight. Or maybe they must have been having some suspicion. And then
Yes.
in trying to clear the air, he had to tell the sister this. So it
Yes.
doesn't add up. They've
It
messed the
doesn't
whole
it
thing
doesn't
up.
add up.
They have
You
messed it up.
You're so right, host. It does not add up at all. She did more damage than good. And I keep saying it. When you have a problem like this and it's on social media, please don't just come out and talk. Look for a professional to help you talk. I'm gonna give Joseph an opportunity to say something. He's from Facebook and from Nigeria. So in case if his network is gonna have a problem. So Joe, what do you think about this whole thing?
Good evening, ma.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Welcome, Joe.
All right. Well, this is like I've been trying to digest the whole scenario, like, cause I was trying to think, why would you go ahead and tell the sister that you had intimate with your girl? Like, even to me, it's not something shameful, or well, just like you said the other time, he's trying to prove a point, or like, cause like both of them. Would I say both of them, or the guy himself is not really matured in this scenario? Even as I have, okay, let's assume as I am right now, okay, me and my woman, maybe we have a misunderstanding and we now come back together. So do I need to start giving my sister or brother any details about how everything panned out? Whatever that panned out over there is between me and her, and it shouldn't be extended to any third party, not even my parents.
Okay.
Talk more of sister to that extent. So, like, is it that is it counting scores? Because I know that these are the things that most guys of nowadays. Because, and that's why most times they say this our world we are into now. Some of these things that they do cherish most then in those olden days, then nowadays now we don't see it as anything any longer. Because I imagine, how can you open out loud and tell your sister that you, like, I've seen a situation whereby even some of my guys, like, they'll be between each other, they'll be talking and be saying, you see that babe, I don't knock 'em. I don't mark register. Like, those kind of things. So I'm trying to look at that. Is this what this guy is trying to prove? Like, I don't chop arm, or those kind of slangs, the way they do. Because I don't really get it. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get it.
you
If,
said
even the ones who no chop, even the ones who didn't chop will only want to come out and claim they chopped just to feel,
to be
manly.
a man, to feel like they are
So
somebody. Joe,
it's not
see,
annoying.
those kind of conversation is something you have with a friend. It's not something you have with your siblings. It's not. You can't feel free now to come and tell a sister. Let's assume there is an avenue.
Sorry for cutting you short. Even my friend, I cannot, like, whatever that is happening between me and my girlfriend or anybody, I can't share it with my friends because you don't need to know. You don't need to know whatever that is happening. Like, well, we cannot all be the same. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can see how absurd the whole thing sounds. This is talking for a man talking here, telling us there is more to it than just, yeah, we made up and we got intimate in the other. There is more to what Alex is portraying to his family, you understand, than just that statement.
exactly,
And
exactly.
secondly, this thing the sister did might make Fancy come out to say you lied.
Hmm.
What if Fancy tomorrow now calls into another person's live stream that she heard from a live stream that they made up and then they got intimate in January? That is a lie. If that's what Alex told you guys, then ask him again. It never happened. So you can see several ways we
You
can
know,
look at this.
host,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, go
host,
ahead.
Ifoma equally said that Fancy, she said Ifoma said that Fancy equally told another friend of theirs that she and Alex made up. They made out when they reconciled. So, and I wonder why this information. I'll make love with my boyfriend, my lover, my fiance, my husband. Then I'll go tell a friend that, oh, we had a misunderstanding, we settled, and then we made love. You settled. We are, I mean, every grown and adults who have been having sex know that, of course, this one they always follow makeup. You know, when they say that makeup sex is the sweetest. So, but you
Yeah,
don't need the information. You
absolutely.
don't need the
Exactly. That
information
is my
unless
point.
you are
Like
a
what?
virgin.
Yeah, unless you have
Go ahead.
something, some skeleton in your cupboard that you're trying to, cover up,
Yeah,
then you can come out and say
yeah.
it. So if you really felt, I listened to that conversation yesterday. I said, who asked this woman to talk? Who is advising them? Why?
Defenders, the
No,
family
why? You don't
defenders.
need to. You don't need to. Alex has not altered the word. Let that silence continue. Let his whole family not say anything. It's better than when you come, you
Alex,
say the wrong thing.
Alex will be mad at her. You know why? Because Alex didn't send her on this mission. She has done more damage. So they will need very good PR to remedy the situation now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
They'll need
agree
good
with
PR
you.
to remedy his image. His image, she has further proven to people that there is more to Alex than meets the eyes. If only she had stayed out, your brother didn't call you, defender, to come defend him. He never asked you to go defend you. And she said she's not a social media person. You're not a social media person. Then what are you doing on YouTube where the live stream is ongoing?
Yeah.
If not be tatafo,
Maybe
these
somebody
are the kinds of
called
sisters
her.
that you'll be in your husband's house peacefully. They will carry family problem, come and scatter your marriage. These are the you see these kind of people. Now these ones they give wives wahala. My brother likes fufu at so time. Why are you giving my brother rice? My brother likes his food very hot. Why is his food warm, not very hot? My brother doesn't drink tea. Why did you not make a akamu for him? My brother likes staying on top. Why are you on top, my brother? These are the kind of women who will not mind their business, always coming to run another person's home. So I wonder who gave her the permission, the right to come defend Alex on social media. Now she has messed up this guy's image further. I pray that
Honestly.
they'll be able to remedy it.
Honestly, I don't even know how they're going to remedy this one now, because it's no longer just fancy saying, but you're now coming to say gay is not in the family, so Alex is not gay. Do you follow your brother? Can you, pin out, say, okay, this was the girlfriend, they should find out from this girl or that or that. You talked about Spicy, you talked about Yemi Alade and Alex in the past, and then she moved on quickly. That one, no, because she's an adult, you understand, she understood the industry. She doesn't want to, damage anybody's reputation, because maybe the backlash will be more than what,
Sure,
she
definitely.
bargained. So she kept quiet. She went home. This sister calling in to come and say it doesn't run in the family, I don't want to believe that because his father married their mother, so he's not gay. Their grandpa, the same thing. Their whatever. I don't know if there is any research to back up the fact that it's now hereditary to be gay. I don't know if there's any. I'm still looking for that research to figure it out, because the last time I checked, people, a science said that some people are born weird. You understand? Some people are born with misplaced sexuality. That is the last time a research talked about it. They've not talked about hereditary part of it. They say some people are born differently, and then by the time they start getting into the gender they came with, they realize that this is, I'm acting the opposite.
Sure.
And because I've been acting the opposite since I was 5, 7, and then to 30, I couldn't figure out, I couldn't fit in the gender I was born with. Now I want to transition to the gender that my body is reacting to, or my body accept. That's the story I've heard, which was backed up with a little science back in it. But the genetic part of it, it does not run in the family. That girl should please, if anybody hearing our voices today, if you happen to be friends with Ifeoma Okubo, tell her to shut the hell up and get inside the house. If she doesn't know what to say, she should zip her mouth completely and say nothing. All right, I'm gonna welcome Anne. Anne Official, thank you for being here. Thank Anne Abai. I really appreciate the share. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining us today. So, host, what do you think might happen next? Do you think Nancy is going to come out to say what that sister said is true or is not true? Do you think there's possibility of a second interview from Nancy?
Well, but me, I'm looking at it from another angle again.
Okay.
What if it was Alex and her sister's plan?
To come.
Because
It could be. I can't exonerate anything from these people anymore. If Alex can tell Nancy, let's make a public apology. And when Nancy now did it, he came to the comment section and said, apology accepted, I'm forgiving you. You understand? As if he had no hand in the write-up in the first place. So I can't exonerate him from it. Maybe the sister called him. Alex, look at what they are saying in that is YouTube right now. I'm going to call in into that live stream and I'm going to say my peace of mind. Who do they think they are? Blah, blah, blah. You know the way people run their mouths when they are
exactly,
angry. Alex, they will do whatever that suits you. It could be. I can't take anything away from Alex. Alex is not his hands or his mind aren't straightforward at all. Let me not use the word straight because that signifies a particular thing. But Alex is not genuine. Alex is cunning. He's crafty. He might be part of this sister calling in as well. I can't take that away from him. He might. So, Spicy, what do you think? Do you think Ifoma, I say Ifoma, do you think Fancy might grant a second interview with this new development?
Yes, I am looking forward to that interview because this is an opportunity. Remember that she said a lot of things about Fancy. She said that Fancy do call her to apologize and she has been beside Fancy. So now that Fancy, even before that apology, she was the one, when Fancy called her to tell her, she was the one even telling Fancy that, okay, oh, go ahead and make that public apology if that will make Alex feel better, if that is what he wants. And she said, that Fancy is desperate to get back to Alex. Yes, that Fancy is desperate. So I believe Fancy will not lie low. She will not keep quiet. She will definitely come out to debunk all these things. Fancy will come out to debunk it. Fancy will come out to debunk it. So I'm actually waiting for Fancy before nightfall or tomorrow first thing in the morning. We're going to wake up to Fancy's response to this. She's not going to lie low. She's not just going to keep quiet and allow this whole thing go down like that. In
Yeah,
fact, the battle line has been drawn as it is. The
honestly,
battle line
for
has
her
been
to
drawn
come out
between
and
Fancy and Alex.
yeah, for her to come out and call her desperate and all of that, wanted to get back to. In fact, the whole story is really weird. If I'll put it that way. First of all, I don't know
It
what
is weird.
Fancy is still looking for with Alex. I really don't know what he's still looking for. Unless they got back together January 2022, and by December, what's his name? Alex served a Fancy another breakfast. I don't know what is it that a Fancy couldn't find another man, but Alex, once you said you're over with this, do remember anybody here, don't go back to your vomit. People don't forget so quickly. They don't. And once they don't have that forgiving spirit, they are going to use everything against you. So Fancy going back to even accept to that fake apology, that is a no-no. No woman should find him herself in that situation. If you say you know want,
She made everybody believe she's desperate.
yes, she really did. But the thing is that they cooked up this meal that is boiling now. They cooked it up, both Alex and Fancy, and they should be as well responsible for whatever action because I believe every action has consequences, and the consequences is what is spilling out. For Alex miscalculated. He thought by the time the apology went online and I now decided not to talk to this girl anymore, everybody will go home and dry, then he will now start,
Yeah.
doing that. But no, you can't treat a woman like this. And remember, one of the things that made Fancy to call off the wedding was financial issues.
yeah,
Alex was wanting a big wedding. Fancy said, no,
she
I
knows.
want something
Yes,
private, something small. That marriage is not just though to please the society, but you're so interested in pleasing the society. I can remember how much you
Mm-hmm.
spent get a doctorate degree. You can see how much they pay for universities to give them doctorate degree. You see our people. So Nancy May, I be
For
fancy.
what? What do they need it for? Is it
Nothing.
to work? What do they need it
Nothing.
for?
They
Just to
can't use
be
it
there
to
in
work.
as in they have the certificate?
That is all.
For show off.
That is all. That is all. So again, see
This
another
black
angle I'm
people.
looking at this thing. This girl traveled from Florida to Nigeria, spent a week with Alex. And because Alex seems to be a stingy person, maybe this girl foot her bill coming to Nigeria to spend time with you. And maybe she took care of herself while she was with you. After spending all that
And
money,
him too.
and then taking care of him. After spending all that money, you now came and served her breakfast. When she thought you could, we are already talking as one, meeting as one, discussing and agreeing as one, you now came to block her off. You look for trouble. So Alex did not calculate well about this whole thing, and he should be able to face the consequences. Every action has a consequence, and that's what he's
Of course.
facing now. Mel Fias Fitness George, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you.
Hey,
My
the pretty
Welcome.
one.
yeah, Joe, you were saying
Hello,
something.
Mel.
Uh, yeah, like because I have two things to also contribute to this. Like,
Okay.
this idea of our bringing our private lives to the internet. It has, I know there's nothing with advantage without no disadvantage, but I think most of the times the disadvantage is always much, because I believe
Of
if
course.
if this relationship of a thing had gone on a low without no interference or without publishing it, then I'm not very sure that all this thing will blow up like this. And again, why would you tell your sister all this kind of trash? Like let me take myself for an example now. Like, I'm in a relationship now. As I'm telling you now, the only people who is aware about my relationship is my mom and
I am aware because I saw it on Facebook.
it's only my mom and my woman's and our own mom and siblings. Anybody aside from that, even at times I do catch crews online, like, those kind of things. So, and there was a day I was even reading a news on Net Ninja online. So I was seeing somebody, she was saying that she prefers her privacy, that because so that in case if a guy should serve her breakfast, she will collect the breakfast privately, not the one that
Thank
is
you.
known.
Thank you.
So this is one of those things that causes, like, okay, look at the other day when Banky W went honeymoon with his wife. Then he was doing one video and not knowing that the wife was naked, standing at his back. But unknowing for him,
Yes.
before he could even delete the video, man, Nigeria, they are very smart. They already download it immediately. And if you see the way they were posting it online, they were now circling only that place that his wife is, like, body shape. That's the only place they're circling. So what if you had not posted online? If you had not done all those things, would all those trash be happening?
How would you know they're on vacation if they don't post it? Me that have chopped how many breakfasts. I have chopped how many breakfasts. Nobody knew. I don't know why I was not posting all my boyfriends on social media. By now, anyone that started with breakfast, I would drag them. Now I ate my breakfast alone. Nobody heard about it.
Please give me some few minutes. I'll
Nobody
come back,
heard
man.
that I was served breakfast
Okay,
or that I
Joe.
served
Okay,
somebody
Joe.
breakfast.
Spicy. So going forward, right? Any breakfast will come online and break it, right?
Yes, so this year, in fact, this year is the year of social media. Oh, yo, whatever you do behind closed doors, I want to know. You need to share it. This year, it is violence activated to power 2. Peace is not an option, oh. That I am not signing up for peace this year. Last year I signed up for peace. Peace didn't help. You see, this year, please, they should bring it. Anything, in fact, anything you're doing, if you can send us clip of the video or audio, please, by all means, do so. We want news. You want to trend? Please bring it. As we speak now, Empress in Jama's video is being released. I'm still looking for who will give me link. I'm still looking for who will add me to that group. I'm looking for the video. In case you come across the video, please, my name is Spicy Top. Share with me. I will upload it on my page for you all to see. Whatever you do, record it, share with us. Since people
See,
are mad, they don't want to learn, they should share it.
oh, honestly, the whole thing, I don't know. The world is going ballistic, if you really, if I will use that word. And it's so sad that people don't learn from other people's mistake, okay? They don't learn. It has happened before and it will still happen tomorrow. Another person will still do the same thing. There is a
Mm-hmm.
limit what you bring to social media. We keep saying it. There is a limit. I didn't even know Banky was doing a live stream and then the wife's
Yeah, I'm back.
whatever. Okay.
Ah, I
The,
saw it.
I didn't
I
know.
saw it. People were like, your wife bomb bomb is very small, oh. Almost he bomb bomb. Since that they told him stay off social media. And that was why Banky W stayed away from social media for a long time. Kept his family away from social media, even when they were trying, and the whole problem they had then before they succeeded, he was not sharing everything on social media anymore. I saw it. In fact, he was
Wow, that's
live
good. Thank
before
God.
immediately he ended the live. The video has circulated everywhere.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's
So
just
social
it. Like,
media, it will ruin many people.
Yeah.
exactly. And like, cause I've been deliberating on these things all this while. Like, even my like, cause I like to make references with myself whenever I'm doing something. Fine, I know we are not all the same, but sometimes we need to learn lessons from other people's lifestyle. Fine, even the one that you even kept secret, either you kept it secret or you blow it away. Whoever that will show breakfast will show breakfast. That one is sure. That one is certain. But sometimes it's better if you keep it in private so that not everybody, because it's not everybody that is even happy the way you are. Some people are just waiting. Okay, look at it. All this while now, nobody's hearing about Alex, nobody's hearing about Fancy. But now the breakup issue happened now, and that is what, because those bloggers, that is what they are after. Like, they are not there just for anything. Yeah, all this kind of bad news. That's what they want. That's what they use. So you know your status. You are a filmmaker. You also, like, you're a celebrity at the same time. All these kind of things you don't. Because now this Alex of it now, like, now the sister came out now bluntly saying, you had intimacy with her. Like, why are you saying those? Like, I don't know the way I feel, the way I'm even hearing that trash that your sister is coming out to. Cause, and I know, I'm very sure Fancy, yes, I know by now she will already be cooking what she's gonna, what her response is gonna be. Because
Yeah, I really pray that she doesn't say anything further. I really pray she talks to, her legal team because at this point there is nothing else to say. Alex is
honestly,
boiling, Fancy is boiling. They are both hurting right now. And that informer that called in, Alex's sister that called in yesterday to that live stream, instead of them to like pacify people to please let this couple heal, let them find a closure, let them move on. She was more of that my brother is not gay. Nobody's saying your brother is gay. Now you're coming to that defend the him not being gay. Have we said he's gay? People are alleging. If you have been with a woman for 5 years and it's not that you're born again or you're a pastor or you're a herbalist, you understand that you have a religious obligation to fulfill. Your lifestyle does not depict like that of somebody that has any religious obligation to fulfill, but you did not get down with your woman. So there is something wrong with you.
exactly.
Is it
Because
that you're not
even
Mm-hmm.
attracted to her?
even I'm just reading a post now from Net Nigeria when I'm seeing a story now that according to informer that Alex refused to be intimate with her for religious reasons. So how can you refuse to be intimate with her for 5 years, but yet you kept cheating on her with other people? Like, is
And
that
the other people,
Religious reason indeed.
yeah, the other people he cheated with, the Covey women, the women also did not say that they got down together because it was in fancy statement that even with the Covey women, they never got down together. So maybe he was just cheating with them, play with them, ruffle them and all of that. And then let it be that they saw me with a man, a woman, or things like that. You understand? It could be. Nobody can say yes. So me and Alex, we got it really down and dirty. No woman has ever come out to say that on his behalf, at least to debunk the whole rumor going out. This rumor has been on,
Absolutely.
the rumor has been on for over 6 years now, and no woman, not single woman, because If he had actually dated women, at least one person would have said, come, cut this guy some slack. Yeah, I did this with him, I did it. Nigeria no get shame anymore. You understand?
Exactly.
Gone are the days they will say, no, I don't want my parents. They don't care. People, if
Mm-hmm.
you see what they put out on TikTok and
La-
Instagram, because of
ladies that are proud to say they do hookups. Are you
yes,
talking about the same Nigerian ladies that are so proud to say they do hookup?
I tell
My
you.
dear,
So
there's no
what
shame in Nigeria anymore.
anymore? Why is it that nobody since that time has ever said anything about Alex in that direction? Why? Is it that all these chicks, nobody ever got down with Alex? Nobody in Nigeria, nobody in Ghana, because they do go to Ghana to art movie.
Sure.
Nobody in the movie industry could. So what does that say? And maybe that was the reason why Ifama was really pushed to come and say something. If nobody is speaking for my brother, I want to speak for my brother. But speaking
You
for
know,
your brother, yeah,
she
go
said
ahead.
that nobody is saying anything, and every member of the family are keeping quiet. That she will speak up. She will speak up. She will defend him.
Now, okay. Let me even ask you now. I will speak. She will speak up, speak up, speak up. Let me defend him. And how much was that a defense or an admission of guilt?
Exactly.
Made
How much?
situation worse. She just
It
did
made
damage to
situation
his
worse.
reputation the more.
Yeah, it made the situation worse. So maybe his own family, there is no gay in their lineage. So now they should start questioning the lives of cross-dressers like Bobrissi to go and ask their great-great-grandparents if they are the ones coming from Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's know where the trace is coming from. They
I
should.
need to start investigating his ancestors, if any of them came from Sodom and Gomorrah. If any came from Sodom and Gomorrah, I didn't know that it's hereditary. I'm just hearing breaking news now. We need to put this up. Americans need to update. In fact, research need to update. It's hereditary. It
Honestly,
flows in the blood.
I heard it yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing. I said, where in the where is this girl coming from? Where? What is
You,
going on
you
with
are
this girl?
still backward. You
Yeah,
have not updated, my dear. You've not upgraded.
this is not funny, honestly.
And
This
they're
is
asking her. And you know, she has traveled. I don't even know where I don't know if she's based in US, the informer of a girl. I don't know if
mhm.
she's based in US because Obonoibo was asking her, like, okay, you disappoint me. How can you say, I mean, you're sounding homophobic? She said, no, that she's not. Alex is not gay. Alex is okay. Now, if your brother is gay, are you gonna hate him? She
Thank
said, no,
you.
I will not hate him. But he is not.
Mhm. You
He is
see,
not.
she just came in there to speak this. That's the only thing. My brother is not gay. People should stop saying that. People capitalize on negative things. Who asks you whether your brother is gay or not? The discussion wasn't about whether he was gay. We are not medical doctor. We are not scientists.
Thank you.
Come and say yes. I have examined Alice, and this is what the component of analysis is saying. Blah blah blah. No, they were talking on that conversation about Fancy and Nancy. You and Alex. You just came to talk about your
Alex.
brother. So what if Fancy's siblings, all of them friends? What if they start calling in to like give their own side of the story? You don't, just because you want to defend your brother, make the situation worse. People should know. If you don't know anything to say, ask question. Your brother is a big celebrity. I believe she has team of lawyers and marketers that are working with him. Those are in the best position to talk. Let me take us a little back. When Samuel Okposu passed, they
Yeah.
were expecting something from the family. It was the
Yeah.
manager. The manager came and gave a statement that we want to respect the privacy of the family, that Sammy did not die because he slumped and died. Sammy died while I sleep, to
Yeah.
correct the narrative that it was high BP or was whatever. He made that final statement, and that was it.
Yes.
Sammy's daughter did not come out to say anything.
Neither did the wife come out
Neither
to
the
say
wife.
anything. The wife didn't even come out to say anything.
Not
Exactly.
the wife, not
Hmm?
the daughter, not the friends. Then why are you so in a hurry to come and defend your brother if you guys as a family are not even having that suspicion that the whole public are having?
Do you have a brother you can defend? These are people who want to defend their brother. Can you defend your brother? See, host, you don't know it. When I say that, these are the kind of sisters that breaks marriages. Uninvited guests. These are the type of sisters that will carry their bag and come and stay in your marriage and tell you how to run and how to treat your husband. Nobody called her. And I don't want to believe, I honestly don't want to believe that Alex, asked her to do this. Alex is smarter than this. Alex has been quiet. He's playing smart, like you said. So I don't think Alex will come and ask her to come defend because she might say anything. Women are very emotional. Some are too emotional. And they don't know how to manage situations like this. A blogger might be putting words into your mouth, and then before you say jack, you are spilling what you shouldn't be spilling. Like saying he told you he had sex with her.
Who cares? We don't need that information.
How can he tell you? He's telling you based on what?
Thank you. To validate
No, based on what, nah?
To validate that he's straight.
If I want to come into this, I'll also say probably all this talking of a thing between Alex and her sisters concerning his relationship didn't start that very day. Probably, maybe there might have been many things. There might have been and that is where I come in. Like Alex is not being mature in this scenario, because if you have a relationship, so okay, that means if both of them are really married too. So whatever, if the wife cook beans today now, you go and tell the sister. If you cook rice tomorrow, you go and tell the sister. Or if any misunderstanding show up, why should it be like? Wow, no, it's so
exactly. Look at what Pepe said here, and that was what three of us here on the panel are talking about. That it is even suspicious for her to say Alex told her that they had sex. Who announces his intimacy if it is not second guessing? You understand?
Yeah,
How can you come and be telling your sister, we made up, we even got down dirty in the other room? It's not necessary. All you needed, we've made up, we are moving on, because your sister already knows you. Your sister knows your sexuality. Your sister knows who the brother is. But you coming to go the extra mile to say your sister, we even did this, is just to validate the fact, yes, if you people are suspecting that I'm not straight, this will tell them that I'm straight. I have a woman in my life. We fell out, we are back together, and we did this. You understand? So Alex is not talking because he actually has nothing to say.
Family members must have been suspecting
a long time.
Maybe because of that.
Family members have been suspecting.
Fancy gave that he didn't touch her for the past 5 years they've been. So probably the family might be thinking, oh, I mean, this guy is a gay or something. So maybe that's the reason why Alex went ahead to tell the sister that
the family, they would have been suspecting a long time. I want to believe if Ifeoma is being honest to herself, maybe they could have all these rumors we are reading online. Alex, please, Biko, tell us the truth. What's going on with you? Are you having this challenge? Are you doing this? Are you thinking of switching? Blah, blah, blah. If Ifeoma happens to live in the US, like you are saying, Spice, maybe she lives overseas. Let me be honest with you, not every Nigerian living overseas or living in the US are exposed in terms of knowledge-wise. They might know what they are doing. As for example, if they are nurses, they might know their job and do their job well. But I tell you, being civilized in the mind to know how to even approach situation, most of them do not have that. Sure. Because if that lady is that civilized because you live overseas, you live in the Western world, you are expected to be civilized to a reasonable extent, she shouldn't have made that call yesterday. If she was trying to fight for the sister, what was expected is, Alex, what are you even doing? You're not saying anything. Why can't you get your PR to work? What are you paying them for? What is your manager there? You're paying your manager, your PR, your lawyer. What are they doing? Your team should be out there defending you or saying something so that they will have a legal force that will come and pull up statement. This is official statement from Alex's team, and we're here to set the record straight. Not somebody that is running by him, or is rather emotion is running so high on that sister. She has no place in that conversation because she did not prepare or even memorize what to say before she came out. The moment they asked her one question, she
jumped in on it. She said somebody. She said somebody told her that the stream where they're talking about it, and she should
came
come.
very defensive.
But you didn't even invite her.
You see?
She was not invited.
You see? Okay, Pepe says she lives in Canada. You
She
see,
was
Patty Yaba, welcome. Omo, it's too early for violence. Ha, Pepe, Patty, it started on New Year Day, oh, actually. The
Pepe.
violence started on New Year Day. That was when it started. But the
Peace
thing
is
is
not an
this.
option, please, guys. As you come in, know that peace is not an option, please. Eh? Pateyaba, Pepe, peace is not an option. As you come in, please pick your seat. Peace is not an option this year because they cannot start 2023 like this and expect us to keep quiet. No, 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 no. I am not choosing peace anymore. You know, help me.
Space.
I am waiting for video of Empress in Jama, please. It's not an option.
Please, 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 peace is an option. And honestly, if this video is ever going to get to Fancy, you don't have to reply Ifoma at all. You don't have any business with Ifoma. Thank God you're not yet married to the family, so you can't say you're
Exactly.
answerable to the family.
Yeah.
The only person you have transaction or rather business with is Alex.
Alex.
And you have said your piece, you have granted an interview. Move on, beautiful. If you want to say more, let them talk to your lawyer. That is as simple as that. And again, for us to understand.
But host, are you saying Fancy shouldn't respond to this? No, she shouldn't defend herself.
She shouldn't speak.
She was called a liar.
No, let her.
That she even called?
No, you don't get what I'm saying. She should not say any other word. Let the lawyers make official statement. You understand? So if you go contrary to it, you know you have legal team to answer. So that you start setting this thing in terms of in case if any liability comes, you know who is suing first, who is getting damages, and all of that. They are never going to be friends again. Two families that war.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Welcome.
Good evening. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Good evening.
No, we can't hear you.
Oyoyo, you are talking like a civilized. You are talking like a civilized person. How will they go and get a lawyer for doing matter, cucumber matter? You not do. I did January. No, for this one, you will see that this case will die a natural death. Yes, ma.
Pat, did you subscribe to peace this year?
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
So, well, you should choose a side now. Let's know the side which you are. You for
my
peace
data is not for peace this year.
I'm not.
No. My subscription is not for peace.
I'm for peace, so.
I'm for peace, so.
No, my subscription is not for peace.
Last year, my violence was too much. So this year I've repented.
Honestly, guys.
See, this thing is too messy for me. It's too messy. And at the end of the day, it's the girl that it will affect the more. Highest thing Alex we do now, we just go and bring one other girl and come and start showcasing and do what that P Square is doing. And see, the fact is, I always tell women, have your self-esteem. Number one, if you have value for yourself as a woman, no matter the money the person have, no matter the status, no matter anything, you came back to the man and the man told you to write something, to apologize to him in public, to mock you, and you do it. How? Is it the only man in the world?
No, Pants, hold on. The girl did not know it was to mock her, right?
No, Oyoyo. For a man to tell you to go and apologize to him publicly, it means something. It means something. It means something, especially in this world of internet.
She wanted to come back.
Yes.
She wanted to come back. She was desperate to come back to Alex. And then Alex used that opportunity. Oh, after ridiculing me, after messing with my name, after shading my image, you want to come back secretly like Nicodemus? No. You have to come out open. Let the whole world know. You cannot be Nicodemus or Mrs. Nicodemus. Come out. She should have suspected that there is more. A guy that genuinely loves you, will not ask you to do that. He will take you back.
Yes.
But no, Alex said you should do this. In fact, you people sat down and planned the apology together. You wrote it, sent to him. He checked it, edited it. composed it like a song, and then you should have known better. You should have known better. I mean, that girl knows, I think that she knows smart. She should have known better.
All right.
No, let me say she knows smart. Oh, yo. She's not streetwise. She's smart, but she knows streets. She knows streets.
Okay. I want to say something here. But first of all, I want to welcome Inspired by Ella. With Ella, thank you for joining, and thank you, Victory Activities TV. Thank you for being here. See, I wouldn't say the girl is not wise. You understand? The only thing she might be lacking, like Pat said, would be a street sense. But then again, we should know that this girl is not chasing clout, because if she was chasing clout, she would have gone to YouTube. She has a YouTube channel that is less than 1,000 subscribers. She would have used the opportunity to grow her YouTube channel. So that is not what she's looking for.
This girl is not interested to grow YouTube channel. Oh. She dey follow man. Now Bola be has problem. Finally,
She don't teach her for 5 years. She don't talk for 5 years.
Bola is not her problem. No. If she can endure for 5 years, Bola is not her problem. How many young ladies?
She did not endure. That girl did not enjoy. I need to look that girl very well. That girl, look her very well.
She be virgin. She for 5 years. We need to conduct virginity test on the panty.
Spicy to give you that contract. Spicy, take that contract.
I will take it with my full chest. Anybody that knows fancy, we need to check that for that 5 years, Alex didn't touch her. She was not going down with another man. She was not doing it with another guy.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, I want to say something else. That Alex's sister that came out to say they did the do January. I want to know, is it that every person that Alex, the brother, do the do with? He will not call the sister and be telling the sister, I don't understand. How did the sister girl the detail that they did the deed, they do January?
Let me answer you.
Because you don't discuss with your brother.
Spice. Don't mind Spice. The only reason why I think Alex said that to the sister, if at all he did, right, was because the family themselves are also suspecting him. So to prove to the family that he's a straight man, we're just made up. We fell out, but we made up again. Sis, what's your problem? We made up. He said, how will I believe that you guys made up? Come on now. We settled the thing in the other room. Whether it was just to go, through the foul play, or they really got down into
without protection, without any form of protection.
So we settled it in the other room. Now, how about you should not understand now? No be me again. Then the sister will now say, okay, fine. But the thing is this, right? For Alex to go the extra mile to stay in there is a reasonable doubt there. Because boys and girls, or ladies and men, they don't discuss such things with their siblings. There is a limit in what we share or feel comfortable with your sibling. You can't just come and be sharing those kind of intimacy. No, there is a limit. That's what I think. Thank you, Unique Lady P, for jumping in. Thank you so much. Please, guys, feel free to contribute in the comment section, because I'll be reading all of those as well. Thank you all guys for being here. So Unique, you've been at the background, so you just came up. You've been following this story. You've made quite a number of videos on them and live stream. What do you think that call Ifeoma Ekubo did yesterday? Do you think it was a genuine call? Because my title is said the lady did more damage than good for calling. What's your opinion?
Well, for me, I just feel that I just feel she's trying to protect her family's image. She's trying to protect her brother, which means I will do, or I might do, or just keep quiet and let it go. But the fact of the matter, before now, Alex's sexuality have been a question to a lot of people, even people in the industry. Alex's sexuality have been a question. So when this happened, the sister now loves the brother so much. So she's trying to, for me, she was trying to protect her brother, which is something I want to do, because it's like bringing your brother manhood down. The English fail me. Spicy, help me, I beg.
But still,
oh, no matter what, after that doubt, How can they doubt Alex Odogu? The guy na Pioko, the guy that has the sharpest cutlass. No, she has to defend it.
The guy na Pioko. Get any evidence? Do you have any evidence about the Pioko?
No, but he told his sister, "Nyakere the babe oko."
Anyway, we have a man with us on the panel here. So Joe already told us that is unbelievable that a brother could discuss that with a sister. That those are not the things men say to their siblings, especially female siblings. They can discuss such with their friends, but not your siblings. It's like going to tell your mother that you just got down with the woman. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So it doesn't add up. So, Unique, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about that?
Okay. Hello, everyone. You guys are actually saying my mind, because I was actually at the live stream last night, and like everybody was just closing ear, and the woman was just exploding, filled with emotion. She nearly cried self at the live stream. And then if you look at this whole thing, let me start with, I think it's Pat that said that Fancy should come out to respond. Me, I feel that it's not necessary. See, this thing is already messy, just like Pat has said. It's already messy. And you remember that in one of the write-up that Fancy did, she said that if she had known, she would have just come plain that the marriage will no longer hold, and then just in few words, and she goes away, and she knows that it wouldn't have reached to this level. You understand? And truthfully, wouldn't have reached to this level. I no marry again. Must I talk the reason? No. So Ifeoma coming out yesterday was actually like she no prepare come. Okay, so the whole thing, she felt she's this in my mind, like, when I was in that live stream, my eyes opened. All these people that used to have reserved mind, that you don't even, I think in way third eyes, that they don't even have the third eyes where this thing might lead to, or what are other people thinking about this particular issue. That is how I saw the woman yesterday. She thought that when she cried, she may like my mom. She thought that when she just cried, this is not, no, that everybody will just calm. And if you see how the thing went, Auntie B was actually like, Madam, calm down. As in the whole thing is in fact, she added salt to the injury. You understand? It's better she never came out to talk.
Absolutely.
It was better if Alex wants to talk, whether he wants to debunk it or not. Just 2 statements is already enough. I am proud of who I am. Nobody should label me what I don't. Just to this thing. But the way she came out of the whole thing, she just blow up everywhere. As in, the thing no sweet, Jare. And I feel that she is in this space of mind of people that, will I even say naive? Like, she's naive, because if you see what people were saying yesterday in that live stream, you will know that there are people that even thinks 100 yards away from where you are. Absolutely. And which that lady, Auntie Ifeoma, did not think about it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe she's in that kind of people like us that are innocent at heart. People that don't think too much of what people are expecting,
Mrs. Innocent.
Yeah. Even that's spicy. I don't catch it. At a time, while the conversation was going, do you know what she kept shouting? Nobody should impose GUY to GAY to Alex. Nobody should stop imposing. And then Auntie B was like saying that somebody that is not straight is straight. Does it make the person straight? No. Then why is that your business? Why is that one just your concern? Like yesterday, I just feel like she came out and disgraced her village people. That is just it.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you because I felt that conversation yesterday did more damage to the brother's reputation than even what Nancy said.
Oh, yeah,
Because,
yo.
yeah,
Sorry, let me cut you short. I don't know if you can hear me, but I barely hear you. I'm going to log out and log in back so that I can hear you.
okay, okay.
I can hear
Yeah,
you
I
very
can hear
well.
you very well. I hope everyone is hearing me. Please write in the comment section if you can hear me good.
Yeah, I can
All
hear
right.
you very, very well.
Okay. So that lady did not think it through. Like I said, not everybody understands how to manage emotional management. Yeah, it's not just anger management that people need to understand. You need to know how to manage your emotion. And if you don't manage your emotion, that's when outburst comes in. I was telling my 12-year-old the other day, I say, see, the moment you're angry, people are definitely going to know because they will say it to me. She said, Mommy, I'm not angry. I said, no, 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 no. Your countenance is already telling everybody that you're upset. Your mood has changed. Your face is showing the reaction. You know, some people can be angry with you, but you don't even know from their countenance because they keep an appearance. That is what we are looking at, managing your emotion. You should be able to say, no, I don't want to talk now because I'm fuming. If I say anything now, it's going to be, detrimental to me or to the family. So I'm going to take a break and think through. I remember as a literature student in secondary school in Nigeria, when we read the story of Macbeth, till today, the story of Macbeth led me to understand what impulse was. That was when I got to understand it. After he sold his wife out of impulse, he regretted that action. So understanding your emotion is very, very, very important. An informer failed yesterday. She disgraced herself, her family, and she robbed the brother she was trying to protect further into the mud.
Exactly.
I know we can all say, yeah, I will defend my brother too. Oh no, I will actually die for my brother. Let me put it that way. Okay. I will defend my brother, but the first thing I'm going to do, I said, oh boy, wait, all this thing going on. Where's your PR doing? Because you're paying for all these services. Where is your PR? Where is your attorney? Gather them on a table. You guys should have a conference right at the moment and come up with a statement. Somebody might say because I have a legal background. It could be because that's where I have been wired for a long time. You can't just come out and start saying things. You have to be very calculative on what you say, especially if there are facts that you're fighting against. Nancy is the facts. She's the evidence. Nancy you're looking at is evidence because if they had any intimacy, Nancy can say if it was true or not. So every
Fancy.
evidence they are going to fancy, I'm sorry. That lady is the evidence, she's the fact to verify if Alex is this or if Alex is not that. You understand?
Exactly.
She
I don't
knows
even know how a sister will be able to testify who
that.
is more closer to the other room.
I
That
wonder.
that makes people started rendering abuse on the sister. So
You
now you
see?
they shine touch for them.
Mhm.
Person where they involved. It's just like coming to tell somebody that your husband cannot perform. Now you be
That
the
is them.
husband,
Then the
you
sister
know.
of the man will now come and say, ha,
Eh,
my brother is Odogu.
eh. I be test her for inside. So this thing for her, that particular one, gel at all. Okay,
That
do you even know
Oh,
that
it's
at
coming.
a time she was even quoting time from time to time that Alex was carrying fancy up until December 2021 when the
Mm-hmm.
night of engagement they did. This one they did. She was mentioning counting dates. I was like,
wow.
the other live stream, I was like, I was asking Spicy. I said, so the day of the engagement, everybody just went. Everybody just
They
went.
did they
So
did praise and worship throughout.
so she actually said the day of the engagement at the night of the engagement that they did the do. And people they ask and say, Madam, now you shine touch. I mean, now you put the cucumber inside the pickles. As in, and then Auntie B was now asking her, do you know that two people can be in a room? Is it not this thing that our mind trick us, even casual friends, because you see them together, you feel that, oh, they are kugo pa pa pa, and then
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
now feel it. You think,
okay, Unique, what you just said now, I was going through somebody's a WhatsApp status, and I saw the old Osofia movie where Osofia did a surprise visit to his girlfriend, and then the girlfriend bought a new bed. So the carpenter was helping the girlfriend fix the bed. That's exactly what it is. Osofia was at the door listening and spread the bed sheet wide, make it so, open it wide. Osofia was like,
Hit it harder. Hit it harder. Hit it harder. No, turn it.
Yes.
Turn it. No. You wait. Bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, put it.
Put it
Fine,
in
you
the
don't spoil
bed.
finish.
Tuck it inside. So Osofia was like, and then the bed now fell. Oh no, it's so painful. Is it painful? Osofia did not say anything. So imagine that. And anybody hearing that conversation would conclude that this we are getting it on real life, not knowing what they are doing. It takes two. Like I said, Fancy is the evidence. She is the fact. The sister is a third party. Unless if the
Exactly.
sister will now tell us that, yes, I was in the room when it was all happening. You understand? Then I can now make her, part of the evidence. But so far she was not there physically in that room or anything, she has nothing to say about
She's
Alex's
basically trying to portray her fact that Fancy is lying. So if Fancy is lying, does it mean that as old as she is, she doesn't know when somebody do with her?
That is it.
That means she's also calling her dark.
Yeah, the thing is that I didn't know she went on talking about dates and time. That is very, very bad in the legal sense, is tarnishing her image and defaming her and all of that. If she really wants to pursue liability here, they're going to go to court, definitely. But I guess she doesn't want all of that. She just wants to get her life back, which is not anything near smooth. She's not getting that life back. The life is already thrown on the internet. Getting it back is not anywhere close, okay? But the thing is this: if Fancy decides tomorrow to make a statement about, she has every right to debunk everything Informer said. And like I said, they should not push a hurting soul to do more, because I'm feeling hurt. I feel that you guys hurt me. Instead of you guys to come around to say, okay, you guys should just, both of you, Alex and Fancy, take this matter off social media so that the two families can see how they can make amends and everybody
Okay,
will
hold. Delicious Army says she wants to come up. You can drop the link for her.
Okay, let me just do that. So the
Hi,
thing is
Victory Activities. Greetings, sis.
all right, let me drop the link quickly, Delicious Army. All right, the link is down, so you can jump on it to come in.
This whole thing here, I feel that they are just adding more salt to the injury. At a time, Fancy has already discovered that she made a huge mistake from the first time. She did the mistake the first time. She still did mistake the second time. You understand? So I'm just praying that she doesn't make this last one more that will just scatter the table. Because she did mistake and she regretted coming to the internet to make such an announcement and about the engagement, the breakup, the statement about the breakup. Now that one being the first mistake. The second mistake now is her coming to apologize, and then the text message. And she have said she have learned her lesson never to brought anything to the social media. Until from the first mistake, she have worsened the second one, bringing all this one. Although for her bringing these ones at the second time is necessary, because as it is now, so many things are at stake, right? But I believe that if she comes out coming to reply to Alex Ekubo's sister, that one will just be messy. Like, they should just forget about it. Do you know that if these two people stop posting, stop saying anything, this thing will just die. Die. Definitely. Although that in future it can resurrect, maybe when Alex wants to get married, or when Alex starts showing up another girl. Just like yesterday, I saw a shot that went viral, almost 200,000 views. Alex and one lady. And you know what people were already dropping in the comment section? I don't know if that thing is a recent shot, but it's Alex and this Miss Nigeria, I think former Miss Nigeria or something. They were just a kind of playing somehow, and they made that shot. I think the name of the lady is Choma or something.
Okay.
So when I saw the shots, when I went to the comment section, they say, "Oh, Alex has even moved on. Oh, this lady, she's waiting for Alex to reply. Why Alex has moved on? I wish I even remembered to screenshot some of the comments, But for me, I believe that video clip will have been an old video clip, but because Alex is trending, so YT will be forced to project it. You understand? But now people are now even speculating that Alex has moved on. Why Fancy is here beating herself.
All right, thank you for sharing that with us. But in honesty, Alex has not moved on. That video,
of course, I know that should be an old video,
old one. But trust Nigeria now. Everybody's looking for traffic hosts. So any opportunity. Remember when Davido's son passed? They were bringing the videos they made to tell us that the boy was still alive while the boy had gone. So people are using the opportunity, capitalizing on it to get traffic to themselves. And that is it. I really pray that Fancy will not say anything, but whatever it is, definitely, if she has a good support system, you will not hear anything from her, honestly. But whereby she doesn't have a good. I'm so sorry, I forgot Emmy is here. Emmy, my apologies, please. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, dear. Happy New Year.
Same to you, my welcome. Let me just quickly say my opinion and go down. Quite busy. Well, I have a contrary thought on this issue. You know why? That's because most times when women come out, sorry, I'm a woman over here. When women come out and cry, oh, he did this, and most times I don't believe them. Because I've met and I've worked with a lot of wicked people who, just come out to ruin people's image because the relationship did not work. First of all, when this whole story started, when Alex and Fancy came out and said, oh, they are getting married, this and that, we were happy for them. They were showing us plenty pictures, plenty enjoyment, they were trending, plenty hashtags. The wedding was even tagged wedding of the year itself. Few days to the wedding, Fancy came out and said, so she's not doing again. We show me that in-laws were like, what must have, led to this kind of heartbreak, knowing fully well the kind of arrangements, both families have put in place. It trended then that Alex was, that thing. The matter died. Everyone went on with their, normal life. A year after, the same Fancy came up again and said she's apologizing, this, and that. The first day I saw that post, I was like, this girl, like say she not too okay like that. I just looked, I just laughed, I just skipped the post. So Mommy Yoyo did one like there, I think it's about Daniel Kweme and that same issue. And where you said you will not encourage Alex to go back to Fancy.
Yeah.
The first thought that came to my head was that even if you had issues with Alex and you guys broke up, who is supposed to do that apology? Who is supposed to do that? Why are you posting
an apology? It is Alex that should have done the apology.
Of course.
How will Alex apologize for somebody breaking up with her?
No, not Alex posting apology. Alex is supposed to be the one, obviously post two of them together. And then there'll be rumors that, it's like they are back. Before she's not going to even post any apology to anybody. She'll not owe us any apology. They broke up, they came back again. What was the end of all that long posts? And the next thing we are hearing is it was Alex that told her to write that. But I'm like, are you okay?
Sorry, Delicious. Okay? Let me just cut you a bit. You see, that is where they say the manipulation came in. You understand? Because Alex wanted her to apologize publicly because she broke the engagement publicly. You understand?
Yeah.
If not, she don't owe anybody.
Please let me ask this question that I've been asking all this while. This Fancy, she has parents, Abby.
They say her father is an Uber man.
That one is not even the this like
Yeah,
maybe she has
her
parents
father
that
could
she
be
talked
an
to.
Uberman. Let me even address that because some people are very silly and very stupid.
Mm.
Okay, in the US, there is what we call dignity in labor. For the fact that the man is an Uberman, he could be an engineer. Most people don't know what Nigerians or rather Africans go through in the US. That man might be an engineer but unable to secure a very good job. And he wants to put food on the table for his family. He picked up an Uber. So anybody saying the father is an Uberman casually or thinking that is to bring them down.
Is the only
doesn't
former
give-
woman now. She felt that that is how to finish
That is so stupid. The
Fancy.
informer that is talking, she might be doing a CNA, cleaning and washing yash of people that are sick in the hospital. Let's get
That
down
is
there.
why I said her mind. She know, as in she did not even when Auntie B asked her. You said you are in abroad and you are thinking low this way.
Like this.
Like her level of thinking is very, very low.
Yeah.
She did not think like somebody who has been exposed. I think we have really digressed from what the point Tammy
Okay,
was
I
saying.
needed to straighten that because people don't understand, and
Mm.
I needed
actually,
to say that. So continue.
actually, the whole Obama, no, that one is not even my own concern. Sir. My own question is, should be this girl have parents? She has family members. Why are they allowing her to do this on social media? Why? That's the question I'm asking. Why I'm asking is because I know when I was getting married then, before I even take any action, then I'll consult my family, consult my mom, consult my dad. Okay, mommy, what do you think? Okay, daddy, what do you think? But her parents are aware before she went and started posting that thing. Who is even advising this lady? That's a question I even want to ask. Because if she has a good advice system or if she has a good support system, I'm not sure she'll be making this kind of mistakes, which is, dragging
Delicious
her in
family.
front.
Delicious family. One thing you have to understand is a lot of independent ladies don't listen to anyone. Once they're independent, they are paying the bills and they are bringing money home. Like they're the ones putting some bills. Trust me, they don't listen to anyone. They feel they know it all and they can't consult anyone.
Nancy lives by herself. She's a full-grown
Yeah,
adult. She's not living with her
that's what I'm
parents.
saying.
So she's not let me be very honest and say it here. Our kids here, they don't give their parents anything. Okay. You heard it from me. If you do the
No, but where
statistics,
are her parents? Where are
her
her
parents might
parents?
be in the US, but they might be living differently. Maybe her parents is in my state and she lives in Florida. Maybe her parents are
Unless
in Georgia.
unless
She
they are,
lives in
they are in
Florida.
US there.
Yes,
Unless they are in US there.
I think she was born here. Okay, I think she was born here. So what am I saying? She's not footing any of her parents' bills. Trust me,
No,
she's
I'm
not.
saying
And
like
another thing you have to
back home,
consider,
like
what
these
is their
celebrities,
relationship
like
with her parents?
like this,
You understand?
like these celebrities, that are mature, they do their things. They don't care whether they have family
Exactly.
members or not. It's their life. They do whatever they want to do. They don't listen. So they feel that there is no need consulting anyone regarding their
Okay.
personal lives. So they
I
do
want
whatever
to
they want
make
to
you
do.
guys. I want to make you guys laugh a little and then think again. If we have a Bible student here, it's time for you to go and dig back to read. And Spicy, you're very good with Old Testament. You can also answer. Daddy Freeze is saying that Eve was not Adam's first wife. That is somebody they call Lilith. Okay, so now I've given you guys an assignment. When you finish from this live stream, go and research. Find out
That
if
man,
Jehovah
it seems that man
I
has
beg,
a
the
brain
Bible
touch.
way that the freeze they read is different.
He's the same person who said paying of tithe is not compulsory. So I'm not surprised if he comes out to say this trash again. I don't
no
really
paying
know.
So
of tithe is
exactly.
not compulsory.
Can we
Let me
allow
pay
Annie
your
to
tithe.
finish?
Emmy, go
So
ahead.
okay, thank you. So that's another area I'm also faulting this lady. Okay, you said you want to marry this guy, and your parents not supposed to. Just like what Mama said, that over there they don't really involve their parents. Maybe I live in Nigeria. Maybe that's why I'm talking like this. Because when I
Yeah.
was planning to get married and dog, before I even step like this, I will consult my parents. Mommy, what do you think? Daddy, what do you think? In Igbo land, they will say, "Haga 3 rule." They'll say, don't do like this, don't do like that. If you do like this, you will make mistake. And that was how I did my thing. So for the fact that she's not even involving her parents in the marriage or in the whole relationship, it's a red flag. Okay, now it happened that Alex deceived you, according to what she said, that he claimed this, that, and you feel that you were played. My darling, the best thing to do is to lock up. Let it go. Why are you not coming out to say you've not had fun with him for so and so amount of years? It sounds funny to the ear. Who stays with a man for 5 years?
Let me answer you in that regard, okay?
Mm.
See, you're gonna play Alex, I'm going to play Fancy, so we can bring it to reality. We fell out in August. We fell out in August. By January, you reached out to me because you, as Alex, you already have intention to ridicule me after. You reach out to me that you want us to make up and all of that. We started talking. Ifeoma Ekubo now says she was a witness to me and you getting it down in the other room. We got it down in the other room, according to Ifeoma. So everything was going on well. This December, I paid my flight ticket to come to Nigeria. Because of inflation fuel, you know, Nigerian flights now is very expensive. I had this hundreds of thousands.
Yeah,
yes. I traveled in Christmas from here. It's $5,000 per one ticket to Nigeria. So this girl came and she must have bought gift for the supposedly, you know, reconciled relationship. I want to. So we got together a whole week. We spent the whole week together. That week, we all know we are all matured lady here. We are adults. We know what it is her makeup, right? Let's assume they haven't seen since that first breakfast because of COVID. Now the girl in Nigeria. Is it not enough for you to start ravishing the girl? In fact, ravishing me, that is a fancy from the airport. The moment we get inside, we are getting down. Why are they talking about the getting down of January? We are not talking about reconcile. You know, they say they call it something, kiss and makeup, right? Yeah,
makeup sex. Makeup sex.
How come we did not hear there was even one? Now they reconcile. That one did not happen. Then I was going with you because you said we need to come back together. I agreed. I made a mistake. I apologize. Say no, that apology is not enough. Then me and you concocted the story, the statement we are going to write. After apologizing, you said I must post it online. After posting it online, you came and acknowledged so that the world will clap for you. Yeah, you've gotten your thing back. The next thing, you now came and then gave me nonsense. I was with you for 1 week, remember? It was all fun and good. The next thing, you blocked me off. What do you think I would do? I'm human. I will get upset. I will be filled with emotion. I want to say something. Maybe the parents will be telling her, calm down. Calm down. Say, no, mommy, don't tell me that. This guy has rubbished me so much. Imagine, I came all the way from the US. If he wasn't ready for this reconciliation, why invite me over? Then out of that range and so much emotion, she's talking to somebody. Then the people now brought it online. That was what led to the whole thing.
So and to add to what Oyoyo said, I mean, you have asked several questions. If you were in here, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we talked about it in Oyoyo's live, right? Oyoyo did said something. He said that lady have her own problem. I don't know if he's here or in Auntie
it was on
live.
Saturday.
She said she have her own problem. The problem, and then if you read that one of the screenshots, you actually notice that she mentioned it. That made her to doubt her self-worth. You understand? Yeah. Now, we all know, you know how you'll be dating a guy with different sexual level. You will now be thinking, am I not good enough for him? Am I this? Is my peku smelling? Am I not attractive? You know, those things can bring a woman's self-esteem. Now, despite that, she agreed that there's not going to be, she agreed to Alexis' terms of no pekus before marriage, but that is not what she wants. You understand?
Well, wait to a beautiful woman. How can a woman agree to if it's a 6 month thing? You are sexually active. You have blood.
Can I answer you?
You are not a virgin.
Can I answer
you?
You are
not. You know your own case is different.
Let me answer you.
Your case is different.
Wait now, not now. Before
Let Oyoyo talk.
Before I got married, I would have agreed to that. Honestly, I would have agreed, okay, now fine.
Laziness.
But
Yeah,
that does
yes.
not mean
Why? On what ground, Oyoyo?
I will agree
On
to
what
that.
ground?
Let me finish. That does not mean I wouldn't have gotten so close with you. But if you said no, thing, I would say fine. You understand? Because I need to know.
For how many years?
No, that's where I have a problem for that length of time. But
Eh-heh.
me having a problem with 5 years is understood. There is a clause in that my having a problem because they don't live in the same place. These 5 years we are counting. Count 2 years
Oh,
of
yeah,
COVID.
you're now going back to your previous statement
Yeah,
of coming to the airport and everything. See, there are
Oyoyo.
ways you will say you will not do this thing, and because you love this person, this
you
is
you
natural.
agree. That's what
Law
I'm
That
saying.
of
is the question I'm
attraction.
asking.
Those days,
Is Fancy a virgin that
No.
she will meet this guy the first time? Guy will say, hey, guy, you are not in the same country with you. And it didn't occur to you that, okay, let's assume that, let's even say, okay, no proof that Alex is gay, okay? No proof, no evidence, other than the fact that Fancy say he never shut down. Now, wait till after marriage. You are living in the same different countries.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this guy, a full-blown Niger guy, a celebrity, will keep himself waiting until after marriage? It's not. When you say based on religious, what religious? Are you a priest or do you
And
plan
she
on
did
becoming a
mention
priest?
cheating again in the whole thing.
Then
Yeah,
you
no,
came back. You
okay,
guys met.
Spice.
Nothing. 2 years
Spice.
have back. No.
Spicy. One thing I need you guys to understand is this. Our young girls here, they don't have street sense. Because the way we raise them is either church, home, and school, and then Nigerian gathering.
This one is she's a model, right?
Wait. I'm talking about her upbringing before she started doing modeling. You know, and it's your upbringing that will help you when you're an adult.
She was born. You said she grew up in America, right?
I believe so. I believe she was born here. I don't know for
Let's
sure.
give it to her that she grew up in America. This is where sexual orientation is stronger than back home. People already start having it from their 16 and 18.
That is one of
no
the
restriction.
reasons. See, that is one of the reasons why she might see things differently, even if Alex is the other way. You understand? She might see it different because she works with those people in the industry. She works with them. They're her friends, whether gay, straight, or queer. They are her friends in the industry. To her, she doesn't see it as a big deal. But for the fact that this guy has never opened up that this is who I am, she still believes that this guy is straight. Welcome, Uju Talk Show. Thank you for being here. So
Mel Fitness is here too.
Yeah, Mel Fitness, welcome. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, you're sure you saw your super chat. You had a super chat.
Yes, I think. Oh, I didn't give a shout out. So sorry.
Thank you, Ju.
Thank you, Ju Akama, for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you, sweetheart. See, who's there? Why am I saying that? Some ladies will still believe that. And because she has no street sense, like she didn't grow up in Ajegule or maybe in Oshodi, to understand if a Nigerian man is telling you something, you have to read meaning to everything a Nigerian person is saying. She didn't have that on upbringing. She would say religious, okay, fine, maybe there is, he's doing celibacy, maybe he's trusting God on something. I have to believe him. I'm telling you, host, I went for a wedding, which I told you, knew when I went for that wedding. I took a picture of that wedding. That wedding was in the age of 30. She should be 31, 32 or thereabout. This girl and her husband, they met 10 years ago. They never got intimate or, the other room until they were ready that they were getting married, just like about a year ago. So our girls here, some of them can be so naive. Some of them can be so naive, but for Nancy,
yes, Oyoyo, but for this one, she said that speculation has already been there. What was it not left out for her to find out?
That is what I'm saying.
Why all this thing is a big case in this whole thing is that Alex already have a questionable reputation. You understand? If this was an unknown person, you understand? I believe this sex issue, it won't be a problem.
Nancy did not make any inquiries to know which born again a church do you belong to? What kind of religious obligation are you tying me to? Those are smart questions a smart woman will ask. Nancy is not 15. It was that day on your live stream I got to know that she's 29. She's not
Imagine.
Okay, now I want to even ask, okay, 5 years, she and Alex, does that mean she herself has equally kept, was it an agreement between the both of them that, okay, we are going to keep ourselves? Is she trying to say that for that 5 years, she didn't go down with any other guy? She was waiting for Alex?
It's possible.
Since she was
Hey,
24.
She said she has been loyal to him.
29.
That she has been loyal to him.
Baby,
So,
I used to think she was about 24 years until I went to her YouTube channel. I saw that in 2009 she was 16. It was of that we did the math. So she's not a baby. She's supposed to know better. And she's in the industry where you accept both straight, bi, queer, everybody, you accept them with their sexual orientation. So if that was a thing of concern, she could have questioned this guy. But I don't know why she went into all of that. And then
but in one of those her statements, she said she accepted Alex for who he is, all because she loved him.
Okay, maybe
she knew what she was getting herself into.
Yeah, maybe
she knew.
Spice, you're so right there, because Uche Madabu might be serious, because I really don't believe some of the things Uche said. But Uche said that girl accepted Alex for who she, for who he is, and then Alex still messed the girl up. That if you know you're not straight, stop going with straight women. You never can tell. Maybe Alex opened up in one word the other that I'm not really into intimacy, all of those. I prefer to be, just when the right time comes, we do this. Maybe Alex opened up. We don't know. And that's one of the things I said, if Ekubo made a mistake, because all those nonsense she spilled yesterday against this girl, if this girl decides to now open up again, it's going to be a disastrous thing for the whole Ekubo's family. Alex's reputation has been, in fact, is dragged to the mud. What
if Alex already opened up to this girl, like fully,
exactly,
like, okay, babe,
which she wouldn't have opened up to his sister?
It's possible.
Yes,
it makes sense.
What if Alex already opened up, and this girl is trying to cover him up?
It makes sense.
Some women also protect men. That is why a lot of married women will protect their husband against anything. You see a man messing up with house help, even with his own children, a married woman will be covering the man up. We do cover. So Alex must have been covering. There is more they are not telling us yet. And we are waiting. In fact, I'm waiting for Alex to speak through her lawyer or through any means, any medium. We need to, in fact, she needs to spill. This year, I didn't sign up for peace. My subscription cannot be
Spicy, even on 31st December, you said this year is for violence.
Spice.
No, yes, so.
Thank you so much, Delicious Emmy, for
the thing is that I will not be surprised if what's her name? Ifeoma. I will not be surprised if Alex is not aware of those things she came to do last night. I'm not surprised. I don't think so. She just came out of her own will, out of her own emotion. Say she dey boil her hair.
My brother. Alona, for what nonsense are they say? Let me go there and give it to them. Now she has messed the whole thing up.
Let me just round up to what Ami. I don't know if Ami is still in the comment section. I was trying to say that one of those things that happened to the girl is that she also have her own problem, because this whole thing is not only one person now is to be blamed. You understand? No. She has her own issue, especially her personal issue. See, as beautiful as that girl is, she is an influencer by her own, like on her own. She controls like this.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, she control her own money, and then she is rich to her own. In fact, her own life is okay for her. And then somebody like that, exposed like that, she doesn't have self-worth. You understand? After all this whole thing, you still want Alex to take you back, And then Alex was still giving her condition of, okay, you have to come online and do all the apology. And then looking at the apology letter, you saw that it was actually belittling the girl. You understand?
Yes.
It was belittling her and then uplifting Alex, knowing full well of everything. You understand? So that is why I agree with people that said she have her own issue. You imagine,
Okay,
there was something that happened.
She has
Sorry, let
esteem
me just
issue. Her self-esteem. Somebody can
Yes.
be doing so well career-wise. Somebody can be doing so well and flourishing, but self-esteem is something that comes from within. She's feeling, I have given Alex so much.
So
how do I start from? Where do I start from? Who will I be with now?
Okay, ladies,
self-esteem.
on Saturday during my live stream when I talked about it, I said my good husband scars for here. I tell you now, no believe me. Maybe she's bent on marrying a Nigerian. And to think about, okay, all this while I've been in the US, nobody jammed me face. You understand? I've not been able to see a good Nigerian to marry, blah, 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 blah. I might as well give this guy a second chance. Okay? That is the fact. Good men are not they're not easy to find here. They are not. So who then Joe?
Sir, ma.
Okay. You need to mute your mic. There's so much noise coming from where you are.
Okay.
Before you take us to your other room, please.
Which other room is that?
But I think this whole issue of sex before marriage is because most of us here are married, right? And it's because we are looking at these two people because they are influencers, like they are, like we feel that they are exposed. If you still go back to the streets or back to the community, we'll still see some people that believe in no sex before marriage. You understand? If I wasn't married now, I would have been saying the other way around. You can imagine, like the day of my introduction, after the introduction, I went and changed into something comfortable. Then I was seeing my husband off. My husband's place to my place is just trekkable, you get. So when I was seeing him up, I just passed some few guys, and then they were like, hey, one name mother, you understand? In 9 months' time, we'll come visiting, and deep down me, nothing don't happen, and nothing was about to happen. You understand? It was halfway. No. That's why I said if I am not married by now, I would have been saying that.
Wow.
Because
thank you, me and Love Nation, for this super chat.
Thank you
so
bless
much.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that is what, if you look at those two scenarios now, two things can be derived from it. Now is somebody like that Ifoma that feels that, oh, I was going to my husband's house, everything is going to happen. You understand? And then those my people, you understand? So looking at the whole thing, you still see that there are still people that they want no sex before marriage. Because this whole thing, you see, if you go to the comment section, you see some people that are like, oh, is the world now encouraging sex before marriage? You understand? Because this whole thing is happening now. So I could still understand that part. But the thing is that the girl is not her wish. Now, if the reverse is the case, because what we knew before now is that it's mostly women that don't want to give. You understand? And as much as the man wants, I want to keep myself. In fact, most times that I've heard is women that say, I want to keep myself before marriage.
Of course, now. Of course.
So it's just that the table have turned now. So we feel like it's not obtainable.
Why the whole thing was baffling? Because Alex is not a church boy.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I said this whole thing is just confusing, because you cannot be talking about celibate and be talking about cheating again.
Yeah,
exactly.
Then, the girl is not
and be clubbing.
The girl is
liking them in quantum.
See, Emmy has a case here with what she said. All of you actually, the girl wasn't smart because if somebody is telling you religious ground, maybe it's among nine chief priests, and the nine chief priests. You should probe further to find out what kind of religion are we talking about. Are you going to use that time to tie my womb or tie? Ask questions.
And
Ask questions.
And sorry, let me just quickly add this. I will still bring in the family unit into this again. If this lady has a family unit that she talks to or obviously has her back, I'm sure she would not have involved herself in a messed up relationship like this. There are some discussions I have with my mom, and my mom will be like, "Are you with your two eyes? Are you sure they have not jazzed you?" You get me? So if her family was in, even her mom, what about her mom? Does she not talk to her mom? I will still ask this question.
I mean, that's why I said it depends on her relationship and communication with her family.
People they don't really open up that way. Like, is their life? Remember that these people is a free nation where young ladies get independent very early in life.
And I've had 3 families when their daughter, their daughter, when she was getting, the first one, when the daughter was getting married, she said, "Mom, I don't want to do all this Nigerian stuff. I just want to go for, somewhere and get married." The mother and the father said, "They have to pay bride price." Now, "Mom, that's you guys." They had to talk to these the children. The guy moved from Nigeria to US, so he has better orientation. You understand? This girl was born here. She said, "Mommy, no. I just want to go to court, go to the beach. Somebody will say their thing, and then we'll move on." Okay. The mother said, the father was like crying, "My Ada, you said will not have the traditional marriage." That was the wedding I went for 2 years ago. How can my Ada? They had to beg this girl for over 7 months.
Imagine. Come and try it in Nigeria. Come and tell your parents that you don't want traditional marriage.
They begged and begged. Eventually, when she now agreed, they had gone to court to did their court marriage. They had gone to do the wedding before she agreed for traditional marriage.
For traditional marriage.
Yes. So you can understand.
Cart before the horse. It's a case of cart before the horse.
Yeah, so you never can tell what this girl's situation, is. And then the one I went recently, the mother is an organizer in my state. She can handle your occasion from beginning to the end, even catering, everything, hall, everything. This girl told the mother, "I don't need your help. I don't want your help. Just come that day, dress beautiful. Bring your Nigerian friends. I will give you guys traditional marriage. Bring your Nigerian friends, but you're not coming to organize anything for me." And the mother has a catering service in my state. The wedding is in my state. So you don't know what it is. They determine what
this obodo you go on a job. This one
I'm telling you.
They're supposed to be bringing down your children every 5 years. I'm telling you,
every year now.
This is why Fancy made this mistake, because if you are close to home, you're close to your parents, like you're a friend to your mother, something like this is happening, your mother will not let you rub your esteem, your pride as a woman on the floor.
This boy you've been dating for 5 years, how come you've not missed your period? Some fathers will ask you that. Yes.
Oh, I'm not convinced now. Some mother will want to know how he went.
My mother will ask you. My mama not educated, but she will ask you. Even ordinary boyfriend, it was when I was in my 20s, I had ordinary boyfriend. But she will always ask.
Spicy.
She will always ask.
Spicy. Spicy. When I was about to get married, I just told you people about the introduction way. After I led my husband halfway, I just told him to go back while I went back. Now, when I passed my people, they were like, Hachipanina Nazi. So that's one passed. But, my mother, we are brought in a Christian home. My mother still preaches no sex before marriage. You understand? Yeah. And you know what she will be asking me each time I visited my husband or my husband visited. Yeah, no, we are on Sure,
Ọ
na-esi ihe
na-arụ
ka m ga-esi
ọrụ.
ama. Nsị a ka m ga-achị ama. Ọ sị m ị nọ n'otu gị na ya nọ together. Ị mara ka ọ na-emegheri ahụ ka ọ naghị emegheri ahụ. You
Ọ
understand?
na-emekwa
Mother is
m.
different too. Your mother is
Now,
different.
she has not told you to go and do the duo. She said, I'm supposed to know. If
She's telling you to check his Odogwu.
Yes.
She's telling you to check it out.
Mm-hmm. A man that is in love
So
with
really,
you.
despite everything they will tell you
Yes.
black and white, they
A
don't
man
have
that
to
is
write
in
it
love
out
with
for
you.
you to understand.
Once the
So
person
tomorrow you
comes
enter and tell
closer
your mother
with
that
you,
is 20
or
seconds.
you stay closer with the person, you must to feel it. You must to you understand? So you can imagine.
I can remember vividly a month to my wedding.
Spice, I'm
I
still
was
here.
feeling
I'm
too
still here.
fine like
Oh,
that.
you're still there? Okay, greetings to you.
My mom came and talked to me and said, as he entered, you didn't even wait for them to pay your bride price before he entered. Mommy, nothing entered though.
You see, those women always have a way of getting their own imego imebero.
I said, what do you mean? Is the thing not working well?
5 years. 5 years with one man.
No,
You're not coming to tell us that you didn't.
I have a problem the way you guys are calculating this 5 years. We
Nne,
should remember
it
they
is
don't live
5
in the
years
same
relationship.
5 years
Did they
relationship,
meet?
maybe
How many times did they see or they never see before?
that's the thing. Was it an online?
No,
Oh,
Yo-Yo, I'm asking you, is it that they never
Yo-Yo,
saw before?
They don't see past 2 times or 3 times, Abi.
Yes, I can
At least
agree
in
to
5
that.
years, they must have met up to 5 times. Let's give it to them in 5 years.
Spicy,
They must have
5
met up to
times.
5
Just
times.
let's say they never saw before, and then the first day and the last day they saw was the engagement night. Engagement that somebody have accepted.
I'm going to start with you. Your engagement night, what happened? Was there any action? No.
Hey,
It might be the same with these people. It might be the same
something happened.
Did
they we met? Something happened.
She escorted the man.
Story. No, this is marriage. No stories. Don't come and tell me stories. I don't have any intention of getting married and living. My main purpose of getting married is to enjoy cucumber.
Exactly.
Enjoy without limitation.
Exactly.
This is unlimited. So I will not come and play and gamble with you. Then I'll get married. My body is scratching
That
me.
is because you see, everybody's wired differently. Remember when I talk, I said there, even if you go to the streets now, you see some people that still tell you no sex before marriage. We are having this conversation because most of us are married. I don't know if we have any unmarried person here.
Yeah,
we're having this conversation because
the guy there is not married.
Yeah,
but he too, he will understand what we are talking about.
I'm sorry for cutting you short. Like, number one, let me start from you're saying if it's possible for a guy to actually say no sex before marriage. Well, I'm in that kind of situation. Like when I met with my woman when we were discussing, I was in a relationship before. Let me use my storyline as an example. So right from onset, I've always said I'm not gonna have sex until marriage. Yeah, and that has been my focus. But as time goes by, when you start looking at the way things are going, because when you start hearing so many breakups in marriages, sometimes, yes, just like what Spice was saying, though it was kind of funny, because this sex also matters in either relationship or marriage as well too, because from there you can be able to know how capable your guy is or your opposite sex is. So in my first relationship, then I told her that this is it. Although, and sometimes when all these relationships starts, you don't really know if the person is really serious or is not serious. So it's just all this love of a thing. It's only as time goes on before you now start knowing if the person is really thinking about marriage. So when this lady, she always bring up this issue of having this thing, I'll tell her that no, I'm not. But at some point I was naive. Yeah, should I use the word naive? Yes. So and I saw that the way this thing is going, like this lady will definitely break up with me and say she's no longer interested in it. And whereas it was later that I now realized that she was never really interested in me. All what she just wanted to use me for is a sex machine.
Wow.
So so because of that, I was scared of I don't want to lose this lady, I don't want to lose okay. So I gave in for her. But and that was even what even hurt me the most that after everything, then after all the sacrifice I did, after like not going like I lost it because I don't want to lose her. But now I finally lost her, which she told me that she doesn't have plans for me. She already has plans for somebody else. Just blah blah blah. So now let me cut the long story short. Now I met another person after 2 years because it wasn't easy. Like man, that kind of breakfast. Like so after 2 years, the new person I met, when we were talking, she brought up the issue, and I told her that yes, this is mine. But I put a but because there was even a time when she now asked me that okay, that what if I woke up one day and I
Spice, you
had
should be having a program now, Spice.
so what if I wake up
Yeah.
and I had that she had sex with somebody that how would I feel? Immediately she's told me that thing, I told her bluntly that I will feel hurt and I will take the responsibility for that because I caused it. Because if we had been in intimate, yes, it wouldn't happen. And which I later told her that yes, though I told you that I am not doing this until married, but if there is any need for it, like I don't have another choice because I don't want a situation whereby they will say, okay, it's because of, and because I know that this intimacy is also important in whether either relationship or marriage, it is very, very important. So I am one of those people, but at the same time, I can also tell you that if situations arises, it is better you just give in, let it happen. But because these 5 years of a thing, like it's too much. Like how can you say you're in a relationship with somebody and you give it like 5 good years and no touching, no kissing, nothing, nothing. Like, what kind of religious is that? That's a fuck.
I, I would like to say something now
Please,
before I
I'm coming,
leave because
please,
I
I'm coming, please, man.
okay.
Then after that one, then the other one, I think in a relationship or marriage, every parties need to know their position. The position you place your wife is not the same position you place your sister. It's not the same
Mm.
position. Like as I am, there is nothing. If there are some things that me and my girlfriend will discuss, even my mom, I cannot tell my mom. It is between me and her. Whatever marriage, whatever anything we are going to face, it is between me and her. And whatever you are going to tell your mom is not the same thing you are going to tell your wife or your sister. So there should be a position. You don't do things like as there should be an order so that in case if there's
Exactly.
any quarrel or anything, everybody will know their stance. Because it's this kind of sister now that maybe if any those kind of sister are the ones that will just walk into your marriage now and start telling your wife, this is how you should do to my brother. I have known my brother for the past 20 years. This is how you should cook for him. This is what he eats. Like you don't do that. You don't do that. Everybody should know their position. And because Alex, now, what that was the first mistake he did. Why should he be telling your sister how you had intimate with your girlfriend or fiance or whatever? It is wrong. Let them know their position so that anybody that fuck up, they are stay one place, no do bad. So that is my own take on it.
Yeah, thank you so
Okay.
much, Joe. Coming from a man, we appreciate you. Thank you for the letting us. So, Spicy, respond to this, please.
Yeah, I'll be just saying briefly before I drop now. I have my live stream in the next few seconds, actually. So the thing there is, 5 years is a long time. If you're going to have this agreement with anyone, it's usually in a short-term relationship, not a long time, where you already
Exactly.
plan. You know that if you meet a woman, you know this is your soulmate. You can't afford to lose this person. You already know that this is the woman you want to get married to. And you say, okay, in the next 6 months or 1 year, I want us to get married. It's settled. You've gone to see the family. You've both met each other's family. And then you both met your pastors or your spiritual leaders, and then you agree that, okay, for these few months together, we're not going to have any form of intimacy. Let's wait, because you know that it's a short time. 1 year said too far. Okay, let's say 6 months to 1 year. Let's give it that way. It's a short time. You already planned everything that this is not going to be a long relationship, not a relationship where you don't know the end. Like there's no that you just keep going 1 year after the other because you are not in the same country. Okay, why now? The woman's time goes. You know that. Let's forget this wokeness. So last, the clock is ticking for every woman. That's it. Unless you plan to just be a single lady, unless you've already frozen your eggs and you know that you want to have children later in the future, so you freeze your egg and then you do your thing endlessly. So whenever you're ready, you just go boom, do your IVF. Unless you don't even want to be a mother, you don't even want to be a wife. But you can't be in such a relationship and a guy, one young boy tells you that I cannot. Let's not do this for religious. Which kind of religious? And then that's a young lady in her 20s, in this woke generation, in this 21st century, in this Basbos generation, in this generation of violence activated to raise to power 10. You will not agree. Swallow it.
Spicy. Do you know I've once told a guy, we can be friends, but you can get it outside. If he so much desire that one, may go get them outside, not me.
Wow.
Were you ready with that guy? Do you want to marry the guy?
Spice.
Anyways, guys, I'll leave you guys to round up. I have my time is far gone anyway. Yeah. So, but I'll be expecting you on. What's his name? Just said, I want to see you in my live stream when you're done from your delicious army, unique lady, everyone in the chat. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys. Let's continue the Basbos in the next live stream. Okay, you can share my link here. Yeah, you can share my link here, okay? Yeah. So that when you finish, they can just click on the link and join me. Okay, let's continue from there. See you guys.
Okay.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
See you later. So like I said before, see
right
this
now.
intimacy
I'll
thing.
be in the comment section. Please, I have to go.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. So this intimacy thing is becoming an issue because we are adults. You understand? Yeah. Because the way this whole thing is going, it now looks like there are no people that are religious inclined. It now looks like immorality has taken over. You understand, the community. I can use myself as an example. I've just given you guys 2 instances. That was what I wanted. You understand? Okay, do you know that I met a guy, those were in my secondary school, when I wasn't ready for any intimacy relationship. And the guy was like, if you love me, prove it. I say, with my body, now I want to prove it. I beg you, back walk. Yeah, you understand? That was how we ended it. So there are people that are like that. I'm not we're not talking about this Alex's own is confusing because cheating again. You understand? Had it been it was based on religious belief, we could understand. We could understand there are people like that. You know, sometimes there are people that you look like that, like they are rascal, but deep down them they have this relationship with God. You understand? So we are not disputing that fact. But the fact is that he's now going down with Fancy, and then there is this speculation about him already, about his reputation, and then on top of that, we're still talking about cheating again. So if like all this whole thing shows that
cheating, unique cheating is not a must, is intercourse. It could be we agreed on something, we have this common trust, common bond. You understand? Not to mess up with anybody, not to get entangled with anybody. Then I'm hearing from the tabloids that Alex was with this woman. If I check out the woman's Instagram page, she's fleshier, she has curves and all of that. Then when I now probe further, it will be just, we just fondle and that was it. You understand? But it's still cheating because you left your boundary with me, your understanding with me, and you've gone to be with another person. But the way our people understand cheating is until you get down.
Going down.
There are so many ways of cheating. There is something you guys mentioned here that I took down. Remember in that conversation with Oyibo TV yesterday, they said the girl was damaging herself, that I think it was Ifeoma Ekubo that said all of those. Which man is going to be with her tomorrow with all of this, because she's now a kiss and tell. She'll come and tell everything that is happening. but not knowing that the same finger you're using to point at Fancy is or directly or indirectly pointing at your brother. Because if your brother can feel comfortable telling you when he gets down with a woman, that means the next woman coming into his life, he will be doing the report card of what and
To
what
him.
transpired in the relationship. So that kind of person is not really somebody you can call a man or say, yeah, that is who a man should be. No. Once it gets to the point of you trying to prove a point to a family member about your sexual orientation by telling them that you've gotten down with your fiance or your girlfriend, that means they themselves are also questioning something about you, because men don't really behave like that. It's like my brother coming to tell me, sis, that lady, yeah, we made up and we got it done. It will like, I would like want to cover my ears from hearing it and cover my
Well,
face
man,
from
there are
seeing.
some guys that does that too. Like I have seen, especially all these playboy guys, like people that they don't really have anything to do. Like there was a time when I sat down in a garden like that, and the guy was like, "Ah, come on, see that lady? I don't shop her
Yeah,
myself."
guys can say that to their
But
fellow guys,
to me, like I
but
feel
not to their
ashamed.
siblings.
Their
That's where the
sisters.
line, the line should be drawn, not to their siblings. If
And
your
that's
life,
why I come in. That's why I come in that the guy didn't play mature, because like it's, and if I am what's her name again, Fancy the question. I don't know if maybe she still has it in mind, but I know with this
no,
thing that has
this is
happened,
over.
she is
You
over
No,
know,
it's
I
already.
over.
said on
Because
Saturday,
unless
I
if she's
said on
stupid,
Saturday that they should never get back together because
unless
if
if
When
they
all
she's
these things
eventually
have not even come out.
come out, yeah, if they get
unless if
back
she's
together,
stupid, because
Fancy is going to suffer in that relationship. All these things I said on Saturday, I didn't even know they had a lot of canker worms they were going to spill. And look at it now. They are not meant to be. If
exactly.
anybody is pushing them to marriage, the foundation is already messed up.
No,
There is
it's already
nothing
Exactly.
to
messy. They
marriage.
cannot even get it right again.
Exactly. So that's
They
just
can't.
because if
So
I'm to be in Ashuna, I should start thinking like, wow. So what if we are? And thank God that all this is even showing up now that they've not even gotten married. Because now, if assuming they've gotten married, so that means if anything should happen in my home now, this guy is taking it over to his family to go and discuss with them, which is
Yeah.
totally wrong. Like no matter what happens, it is I'm the one that I saw her and I said I want to marry her. So whatever that happens in our home, we should treat it right there. No external party, not even my mom. Like I said the other time, not even someone the person I'm even dating right now, not even everything that happens between us that I walk up to my mom and tell her, oh, look at what happened. No.
That's
I,
how men behave.
that is
That's
why
how
we said
men.
that the sisters speech yesterday was just more damaging than it was.
and, and
That's
again, I don't
good.
know if this is really a makeup because these things I don't know if maybe Alex is aware about it, or if Alex was what that gave her the go. Like all these things now,
Alex
like
can never give Alex that have been quiet for since this issue
uh, you
started.
know, yeah, we might say so, but probably maybe he might just want to use it
No, no, I don't think
See,
stab
so.
stab
Rose,
her.
I'm not ruling out anything for Alex anymore. If
Exactly,
Alex can
because he
concoct
might,
that statement with
yeah,
Fancy and pretended as if he were, I can't rule out anything for him.
exactly. He might use it to
Nobody is
just
speaking for
backstab
him. No
her.
celebrity is speaking for Alex. Daddy Freeze is carrying this thing upon his head like
Uche
Olumide
Madu
Potter.
too. Mm-hmm.
Daddy Freeze is also shocked. Everybody, all their gang members, in the sense that the celebrity people, nobody is speaking in favor of Alex. Maybe the
Mm.
sister called
That
him.
means maybe they know about him.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what
You
I'm saying.
And
That
understand?
you
it
know,
might be,
every now and then they are speculating. Even the sister say before they talked about him and Uti. I think he mentioned Uti
Yeah.
too. Me, I
Yeah.
never even hear Uti before. Now that other guy I dey hear.
so
Yeah.
I
It
think
was
if
Uti before, and then that was the speaking. But the thing is this, I'm using this opportunity to say it here. If you have any problem that is already on social media, whether family member, your ex, your girlfriend, your wife, please, if you did not bring it on social media, you're not responsible in any way to answer to anybody on social media.
exactly.
Do not react. If you don't know how to react, in fact, shut down your phone if possible.
And sorry, somebody was saying
Come
that
off on
because his
social
sister,
media.
because it's a sister, so you can defend the brother. Yeah, I'm not
I
disputing the
can
fact that you
defend
cannot.
my own
But
brother.
there are boundaries that need
I
to be
can,
set.
yeah, there
There are
should be boundaries.
boundaries.
In this
If she
case,
have done it intelligently, nobody would have been after her. There are people that if it was them that came and made this presentation, like nobody would have been. It wouldn't. They would have been applauding her. You
yeah,
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
If
she
you even
really
see
crossed
how
the
she
boundary.
started, initially when she started, she even started crying as if she was going to cry until, and then she now became bold again. Like I don't know.
She crossed her
yeah, that
boundaries,
was,
and I'll put the blame on Alex. I'll put the blame
no,
on
no,
Alex.
no, no.
Like,
I'm
I'll,
blaming all of them.
Both
All
of
three
them,
of
both
them.
of them.
Both
Let me just
Alex,
drop this because
Nancy.
I want to step down, okay?
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
also
to do
trying to
something.
round up too. I'll be rounding up soon.
Joseph, let me just say something about what you have said.
okay, man.
It's easier saying a no to a sister. You know how these siblings, there are siblings that are always tight or closer. You know how a lady will see her brother with a woman and she will be like, is it this why they chop now? You understand? If like on a normal sense, I've not even seen anybody that will say yes. You understand? Is
Okay.
it no, it's not like that. It's not what you know, you understand. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's easier to say no than a man starts opening his mouth to say, yeah, it's on now this one they chop now. You understand?
Yeah.
So is that one is unless Alex, even the family has started questioning him. Maybe when they were hearing these whole rumors, they see they ask and say, Alex, are you sure? Are you sure? So each time the thing happen, or each time maybe they just play in the other room, you'll be like,
Yeah.
sister, we don't do them. You know, this is just looking so childish. I cannot
Exactly.
even
So
imagine,
childish.
you
Like,
know, I can't
if you
imagine
consider
it.
this, you better stop it if you continue like it, because if not, you continue having breaking homes. If wow, like why should you do that? It's total rubbish. Honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. You
And
guys
then the
have been
second thing I want
amazing.
to say before I drop is that like I was saying before, that Fancy's emotion, or should I say Fancy's esteem has been like she have something to, she have some problem within, you get. And I have
Yeah.
already mentioned some of the things that she have to deal with. Now, Oyoyo, you said something that she said Alex blocked her after they have do this thing. Do you know it's Alex? She came out to actually, I saw a post where she said that Alex did not block her.
Yeah, that was initially, that was the story online initially. So
Mm,
she came out to say Alex did not block her. Then what did
mm.
Alex do that prompted you to now talk to your friend? And then there
Exactly.
must be
Because you
something.
know when she screenshotted, if you see a screenshot of calls, different calls that she
Yeah,
placed to Alex, so people now assume that Alex blocked her.
block her. Yeah,
Now she was even herself that carried her left leg. I came to the comment section again and say Alex did not. If Alex did not block her, if she was intelligent, she wouldn't have made that statement. You
I think
understand? Allow
I'm
the
reading
people to speculate what they
a
want to
message here
speculate.
from
Alex did not block you. Then what
Fancy.
prompted you to come and start spilling everything? You
yeah.
understand? Were you having conversation with Alex that made, and you now came to social media to rant? So
Yeah.
that
Sorry for
means
coming in.
Alex wasn't talking to you.
There's a
It's
message here
totally
that
that Alex blocked you. You
I saw from
understand?
their chat.
So
He said it's been three. Let me read out. Let me read it out. Fancy said it's been 3 to 4 days. You haven't called me. You haven't even had the decency to respond to my long message. Your
Yeah.
only message is for me to delete the message to Tony. I don't know who is Tony, but
Okay, that was
yeah.
a
message.
long time. That
Mm,
was
mm.
He
when the
said she has been
engagement
calling
was
me. I
called
want
off.
to give you an opportunity to call me immediately, Alex. If you
No,
want to discuss, I will
Joe,
agree.
that text message was over a year ago. It was when she called off the engagement. That was when it was one of the things that led her to calling off
To
the
the
engagement.
engagement.
So
Now, coming back to what I'm saying is that if this is like that was like shooting herself, or you understand, by the leg. You
Okay.
showed us a call log of several times you have called Alex and Alex never responded. Now people assumed he blocked you, and that is why, because you cannot reach him for a dialogue, that is why you came to social media. You understand?
mhm.
Now she still came out to say that um that Alex did not block her. This one now shows how intelligent that lady is. You understand? You know, there are people that don't know all this emotional intelligence. They don't know. At a time, they will even displease themselves to please the other person. You
Yeah.
understand? And that is how you know how what did they call it? QI, be IQ.
IQ.
IQ. You
That's
understand?
IQ level.
So I
Displaying respect.
totally agree with people that said this lady have her own share. This lady have her own low esteem. She have to even deal with it. And according to what so many people said in Auntie B's live stream yesterday, this lady needs therapy that will help her to build her mental state and then her self-esteem. So on this note, I want
Okay,
to drop and I want to thank you
Unique. I
all.
want to say something before on what you said. You know, we that are not medical professional, we quickly diagnose somebody just because of one act or the other. We don't know this girl's medical history. We don't know this girl's mental state. We don't know much about this girl, but they're already diagnosing her. She needs to see a therapy. She's this, she's that. I don't buy those until I step in someone's shoes. That's when I can be able to say, yeah, or having, better understanding or interaction with that person is
So
what
are
we
you
look
saying that
into.
all this her display doesn't know, it doesn't need somebody to talk her out,
She
doesn't
needs,
need
see,
somebody to
she has a problem in the sense that going back and forth when you break up with somebody is a big no-no. I, for one, I don't preach going back to your vomit, because if you go, you're not a dog. It's only a dog that will shit and go back and lick it. Once you've done that, make sure you are done and dusted.
But
Because that
I think
person,
it all depends on what caused the breakup. Some people is a minor thing, like I call you, you know, call me, I text you, you
this one is
understand?
not a minor
It
thing.
depends. It depends
A
on what
minor
caused the
thing, a
breakup.
minor
You know,
thing
you
will
Exactly.
said
not,
I think you're
a
right.
minor
That's
thing will
unique.
not
You're
call off
right.
a
Because
relationship.
just like that, my own situation now, right? Like after some months, she later came back, and I later found out that the person that she dissed me for has also served her breakfast. So she later came back
Okay,
and told me that
see,
she wants to come back.
before
I
you
told
say
her
break up,
no. I told her no.
it must have been a serious issue before breakup. You guys might be having some little problem that nobody's talking to each other, but it's not a final breakup. When you guys come back together, you can be able to work things up. But when officially you are out, stay out. Don't try getting back in. If you love yourself as a woman or as a man, stay out. There is no amount of coming back in that will mend that already broken fence. You might think that it's going to be okay, but give yourself 6 to 1 year in that new relationship, because it's gonna be a new relationship. You find out that you guys are gonna make the same mistakes again. So what I'm saying is that don't go back to your vomit once it's all severe. If a relationship is severe, move on. You don't have children that say for the sake of children, we are coming back. For the sake of this, it's just you and that person. For this note, I'm going to say I blame, it's no longer the two of them, it's now the three of them. I blame Alex for the fallout. I blame Fancy for ever agreeing for that fake apology. And I blame Ifoma Okubo for making that call yesterday. Thank you, Shade Princess, for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Ifoma Okubo, and I think I got the name right, has no business calling in that live stream, because she has nothing reasonable to say. Based on the things she was saying in the live stream, she has no business whatsoever being there. You can't come and in very defensive, not even minding that relationship is what led to the conversation. Then you ignore the relationship, ignore the act that they both deceived the public by writing an apology letter together. You didn't talk about that one. That one did not mean anything to you. The girl that was served breakfast did not mean anything to you. All that meant so much to you was the fact that you came to tell the world that your brother isn't gay.
I know you're
People
also
are
a
not
woman too.
interested in just
You might
that.
also fall into that same pit as well too.
Yeah, so if you don't have anything to say, don't come out and be venting. Try and manage your emotions. It's very, very important. Managing your emotion is very important for you not to make further mistakes. That conversation
Exactly.
she had yesterday actually brought more damage to Alex's reputation than her intention in the first place.
Yes,
You
yes.
can't come down and say gay does not run in your family. The last time I checked, they say gay is what sexual preference, is orientation, sexual orientation. You
Yeah.
choose this sex, you don't want to be this. The last time I checked, they say some people are born weird. Research wise, some people are born weird. I've not heard about the hereditary part of being a gay. Unless if they are trying to like wake our understanding and our intelligence back to the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, maybe the great grandparents, and what is still showing up in this our generation. I don't know that much because I don't have any scientific anything to back it up. So if former Okubo, you made a huge mistake for saying everything you said about Nancy, and Nancy can take it up with you to in terms for defamation of character. You don't have
Exactly.
a case with Nancy, but you're jumping, calling the day she has intimacy with your brother or not. Those are not necessary.
Hmm.
Secondly, why would your brother inform me about his intimate relationship with
That is
his
the
fiancée
biggest mistake.
if there is nothing fishing
Yes.
in the family? If the family are now already asking questions based on the rumor on the internet.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say it again. If you have a problem that is already on social media, don't think you can manage it yourself, especially when you have a reputation to protect. It's like someone like Alex. He's a Nollywood star.
Yeah.
Where are your PR? You're paying somebody to promote your image, Alex. You have a manager that is managing your image. Those are the people that can speak on your behalf. You have a lawyer you're working with when that helps with your endorsement. Those are the people you should be working with, not your family member, your siblings that might
Mm-hmm.
come out there filled with emotion and say things that are not supposed to be said. The
Even this thing
public,
is not even up to this. If not that they really took this thing, and this is one of the disadvantage of online stuff. Like this is just a normal mutual disagreement. Like, okay, you say you want to elaborate the wedding. Okay, I'm
yeah,
not.
we are not interested. The
I'm not.
internet is not interested whether they had intimacy or not. The lady
Yes,
involved, like I said here before, Fancy is the evidence if anything happened between them.
yes.
Fancy is the fact. If the evidence is telling you I have not taken any action in this regard, then you, that is a third party, is telling the evidence, yes, you did. No,
What's our business?
no, she has no place in that. And let this be a learning curve for everybody. If you, I know you love your brother, I know you might love your wife, your husband, your siblings, your relative, but please, before you say something online, think it thorough to make sure you're not putting more fuel to the fire. You're not adding more salt to the injury. You're not damaging the reputation you called in to defend. That is just it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be taking my leave now. I want to thank all of you, especially Joe. You are
Wow,
amazing, 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 amazing.
thank you
And
very
I
much.
also dropped the link for Spice It Up with Onwadia here. I dropped
Yeah,
the link.
I'm trying to check in, but I don't know. Does she has a Facebook account? Does she use Facebook
No,
account?
okay, no, okay, yeah, forgot. You're coming from Facebook. That's true.
Yeah.
No, she's not streaming live from Facebook. She's purely on YouTube for now, but
Oh,
Facebook will
okay.
be coming up in the future. So I'm gonna let her know you wanted to come in. Unless if you have a Gmail account, you can also search her up on Facebook. I'm gonna on YouTube. I'm going to type in her name here so that you know what, in case you want to come through that.
Okay,
Spice it
ma'am.
up with Onwadia. I hope I got it right. So that will be her name on YouTube in case you want to come like that. So having
Okay.
said that, you guys are amazing. I want to appreciate you, Joe. You have been my number one supporter, my number one fan. All the share, I see them. Thank you for joining me live today. I
You're
really
welcome,
value
ma'am.
your presence. I thank you so, so much.
You're
And to
welcome.
everyone that joined me today, Helen's Corner. Oh, I'm so sorry you're coming in now. We're already rounding up, but thank you for clicking to join us today. I really appreciate you. So for everyone that is listening to me, for everyone, I will still keep saying the same thing. I said this when I had a live stream about Diana Ekweme and Sylvia, that Sylvia Ono. they should take their matter off internet. I said that, and I'm saying again in terms of Alex, Fancy, and Ifoma. Ifoma coming to make that call yesterday on a live stream poured more gasoline on a already burning fire. You did not help your brother Alex. You did not do any damage control. Rather, you damage his reputation the more.
Okay.
And then for Alex, does not owe anybody any explanation about his sexual orientation. It's his life and his life alone. If he decides to go the other way, we cannot dictate the path he takes. He's an adult. He can take care of himself. He has a responsibility to answer to that. And if at all Nancy want to reply to Ifoma, I will say, Nancy, if I were in your shoes, I will not utter a single word
At
any
all.
further
At
on
all.
social media. Do not say a thing. Let that mouth of yours be zipped and be silent. Don't bother. Let them say whatever they want to say. Just grow a deaf ear, at least for once.
Because the more she tries to even try to cover up the message,
The
the more
more
she
things
tries
are
to open
coming
up
up.
more things. And
Yeah, because we have a lot of people that are into this story. They're going to interpret it a million different ways. So
Sure.
don't bother. If at all she wants to say something, Fancy, you have a legal team working with you, the profession you do. Let them do official statements and let it end there.
Sure.
Take this matter off social media. If you guys can still control it, but I don't think at this point you can control it because
At
it's
all.
gone haywire. Interview has been granted and calls have been made through. But however, Alex do not owe us any responsibility whatsoever to come and tell us if he was intimate with Fancy or not, or what his sexual preference or orientation is. It's too personal, and it's just him that has right to maintain his life however he wants to live it. So
Exactly.
having said that, I will be dropping now, and my very good friend Spice It Up with Onwadia is having a live stream right now. She was with me. Please kindly go to her live stream and support her and tell her that you're just switching from this live stream to another. I want to thank all of you. Thank you, Shade Princess. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Helen's Corner. Thank
You're
you,
welcome, man.
Unique Lady P. Thank you, Peppy. Thank you, Victory Activity. True Mamley. Thank you, Trending Gist with Octavia. Thank you, Mel Fitness. In fact, for all of you, Delicious Emmy, I really appreciate you and your contribution in today's live stream. And Patty Yeba, thank you as well. For my super chatters, Uju Akwama, God bless you so much for always coming here, supporting me, even with your finances. God bless you. May your pocket not run dry. And to We Unlock Nation, thank you for that amazing super chat. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the encouragement. So, guys, let's switch over to Spice It Up with Onwadia to encourage her as well. She's going to throw more light into this matter because she's discussing Alex Ekubo and the Alex Ekubo sisters call as well. So let's go and hear another perspective, how she understood it and going to analyze it. You guys are amazing. God bless you guys. Real good for turning up
Amen.
today. And until I see you in my next stream, which is going to happen on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. my time, be well and stay well. Thank you guys for being so kind with your time today. Thank you for being kind with your thought in the comment section and speaking as well on the panel with me today. I thank all of you. Stay blessed and be well. Thank you guys.